When love isn't enough, you have to move on just to be numb. You know the rules there. No, it's not right. No, it's not right. I sleep better at night. When love isn't enough, you have to move on just to be numb. You know the rules there. No, it's not right. No, it's not right. But I'll sleep better
Hello and welcome to TSCC Winter 2024. I am proud that I'm joined by Bernie C on my left. I've actually got it right for once.
I mean,
We
right,
are-
left, whatever.
Yeah. We're back to the Swiss format, which I am very happy with, and we will be kicking off matches any second now. Yeah, very excited to be back. I always love this event. We've got an interesting selection of countries this time around. We've got a very interesting campaign. Of course, first time Snowcar will be featured. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of teams, right? It's we have 8 matches in total, making 16 teams. We had to do some matches beforehand to eliminate 2 teams because we had 18 that had entered. So that was sorted out in the last few days, I believe. But with that, we have about, what is it, like 11 countries? I want to say 12 countries, because the Netherlands came out in force once again.
Yeah, 3 teams.
Three
Three
teams in.
teams qualified from the Netherlands.
Yeah, and there were 4.
Yeah, absolute
But
madness.
yeah, so that's definitely going to be cool. But we have Denmark returning as well, right? So that's going to be nice. Germany's got a nice stacked lineup. Same for Wales. It's Spain is back, which has been a
Spain
while
seems to have
actually. We
a
haven't seen
strong
them in
seed.
bit.
But I am going to cut you off because we are right into matches,
Ooh.
things starting very promptly with Russia 2 versus Estonia on a very snowcar heavy map to kick things off.
Yeah, 17. So if you the wood and snow car is coming in full force for this first match of the TSCC. I mean, right now we're just jumping straight into it, and we already see Estonia nice lead with Saddle and Critty. I mean, Saddle, I believe known as well for his snow car experience. It's one of those names that you haven't seen in Trackmania until snow cars came in, and then hey, guess what? Here's Saddle picking up some records here and there, which is always very very nice. As much as I can imagine this campaign maybe dividing people, right? Because it's no longer pure stadium. But I do enjoy, just I don't know. I feel like campaign is the perfect place to introduce these types of things.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I'm a keyboard player, so I'm very biased
yeah.
against snowcar.
Then you just
Oh, it's the quickest way to develop RSI.
Yeah. Fortunate though for Russia too, though, losing a player along the way. Oh, Creddy also though, making a little bit of a mistake.
There goes Belaya as well.
Yeah.
But Icanter and Sartel will pick up a 1-2. Very easy looking for Estonia. I believe this is their map pick.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
If it wasn't, I'd be very concerned for the Russia 2 team.
In fact, the person picking it just left the server. I don't know. Maybe there's some issue or whatnot on their end. Either way, 17 being their map pick. In terms of map order as well, right? Starting out with 17, we have 15 after this, then 25, which was picked by Russia 2. Interesting pick.
Belaya makes a cut.
Feeling. I mean, they feel very confident. I feel if you pick 25 in general is always that type of map pick that makes you go like, "Are you sure?" Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a very, very unique 25.
Yeah, definitely. Acquiring a lot of precision with the snow car.
There's a big crash from, I believe, one of the Estonian players there. Belaya gets the early cut. It works. Canter crashes, and this is going to be a round going the way of the Russia 2 team, I believe.
If Belaya gets in the finish,
Belair's in the
Does he
finish.
get
Who
in-
are we
yeah, he
waiting
didn't get in
on?
the finish. Yeah,
The
yeah.
Soba.
No,
Oh,
he
he's
doesn't.
miles back. Oh,
That's a tie.
that is rough for
Oof.
the Russia team there. Threw
Yeah,
away a
that's
very good opportunity.
definitely. I mean, it got a bit messy at the end there, but I mean, that's also part of. I mean, especially considering we have this combination of wood and
Oh, Belair
snow
makes a
car.
cut
Oh,
again.
Belair with the cut there. Nice. Yeah, it's towards the end. The players just have so much speed. It's very hard to get control right. You see the players moving left and right just to build up a bit more speed.
Ooh,
Ooh,
not a good line from
Nova
counter.
going out.
Pretty.
Play on Techno though, first and third.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
be
this
good.
could still be a good shot for Russia.
Oh, Saddle just comes in
Oh!
between.
Who hit the
He just-
finish?
He just shot past. He just went, nope. I'll take third. Thank you very much.
Well, he didn't because he hit the finish.
Oh, no, he hit the finish. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, but it's get a tie because Sova didn't finish. What is?
This is chaos.
Oh,
You
that
could
is
see
unfortunate.
Techno Way music. What car is he using there?
Well, I mean, we'll wait till he switches back. I mean, this track, has a lot of switching back
Yeah.
and forth. But yeah, once again, just has that cut on lock. It seems.
Yeah, I saw him going for it in the first couple of rounds and it didn't seem to be working out, but it is now, and that is very important for this Russia 2 team that seems to be lacking a bit in pace to Estonia here on map 17.
Yeah, I mean, and when they do, they've been in position twice to tie up this score, but unfortunately, just
Oh,
missing a
it's-
team member every time. Ooh, Critty though, unfortunate, but Sato and Balea first and second, making counter coming in third, the deciding factor. And this time everybody does finish, so we actually do get a point on the board. I suppose people are just waking up a bit more.
Yeah. We're at +2, aren't they? They got no excuse. I couldn't imagine having only just woken up.
No, I mean, look,
No.
I couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
No one would
all
be
I'm
that
saying.
silly.
Ooh, Sova already making a mistake. I think Sova is not feeling too comfortable. I mean, he's been put in for this match, for this map in particular, but he's just been unable to really get into the ranking of things. I mean, he's got, I think, like 1 or 2 good rounds, but other than that, he's been having some struggles at the start. I mean, this map just flies by as well, right? Oh, Balea had to respawn. Oh, that is unfortunate. Not
Yeah.
quite sure what happened to him there. Why did he respawn? Did he just... Oh, he went too far to the right. I see.
Yeah, I'm
I
guessing
see.
there's a couple of light poles you can clip there.
Yeah.
And easy mistake to make.
Yeah.
But
so
at
far,
4-0,
4-0.
this is looking pretty done now for Estonia. They could have lost a couple
Yeah.
of rounds, but
What is that horn? What is that horn? Did you hear that horn?
yes,
Oh,
unfortunately I did.
This is the TSCC I remember.
I was going to say this would give me deja vu of perhaps a past version of this.
Yeah. Somehow there's always someone with interesting horns, some soundbite of some sort. This time, some national anthems being played. Oof.
Big mistake from, I didn't quite catch who, but they went absolutely flying.
Leo Saddle.
Where is...
This could be number 5. Could mean the difference.
Oh,
Sova
and it is
overtaken by
going to make the
Saddle.
difference. Sartel takes over
Oh.
and wraps up the game.
Just flying by. I mean, 5-0 could have been 5-2 technically, considering we have played
Yeah,
7
for sure.
rounds. But yeah, definitely Estonia looking very well practiced on their own map pick. We'll see if they'll be able
For
to
sure,
counter
for sure.
15, which is going to be Russia 2's pick. So we'll see if this snow car shenanigans. I mean, they're there, they exist, but let's play 15. Let's just get some sausage out of the way. See how they do on how Estonia does on that, because it would be very unfortunate for them to lose out here. Though at the same time, 25 is also Russia's pick, so who knows? What is that horn?
It is very strange, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we're just jumping over right now, so we're not playing 18 yet. We will play 18 later if we get there, but not yet, not yet. But yeah, we didn't really have the time to get into it, but you know, we have a 2-minute warm up. A little bit of time to perhaps talk about the format of what's happening today and what's coming up tomorrow and then next weekend. Because I mean, the season is wrapping up in what 7 days, 8 days. And
Indeed.
you know, we usually do these things at the end of the season, but this time we're really cutting it close.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be right at the end.
Well, it should be good fun. But yeah, 15. I do enjoy this one. It's very much a I don't know. I would call this one of those like honest maps, right? There isn't necessarily a cut or anything of the sort. It's very much a matter of precision, I suppose is the best way to put it, right? There's no weird jump. There's no reactor boost. It's just straight up driving.
Yeah, it reminds me of a very traditional style campaign track.
Yeah.
These were kind of bread and butter tracks when I started playing. And yeah, perhaps not most calculated feeling track, but you know.
Here to see the Bimmy gonna be coming in for Russia too. Techno way music as well with Balea will be playing, it seems. I mean, on Estonia's side, there are 4 players. We'll see if Zinc maybe will be coming in. But I think it's going to be the same line. At least if I'm looking at the players practicing right now, it looks to be a Cantor, it looks to be Critty, it looks to be Saddle. So I don't think they'll be changing out too soon. It is Saddle with the horn. It is Saddle with the horn.
Trying to look at what on earth this skin flying techno wave music is.
Yeah, that also.
If anyone knows,
cool. Like some sort
is it from
I mean,
Cars?
The car, yeah, that's the thing, right? It's. I think the driver has been transformed.
A little bit.
Yeah. He's in there somewhere.
See, it now looks fine because another car's glitched through it, so you can't actually see the just pair of eyes instead. But we got underway here with round 1 on map 15.
Yeah, play a bit late there, actually. Not sure, you know,
Caught
perhaps
napping.
missed yeah. Caught him slipping. We'll see if, yeah, Russia will be able to pick up some points here. I mean, Blea does seem to be
Oh
their,
yeah, he's got
star
away
player.
with it.
Yeah, just shooting by. I mean, Saddle and Icanter were like, yeah, we're good. Wait, where'd he come from?
Yeah,
But
it's gonna need
some
some
work.
Yeah, it's still. Oh, and Blair crashes, and that'll be round going way of Estonia almost certainly.
Yeah,
Bimy's
I mean,
still
Bimmy
up there, and Bimmy is going to
gets
pick
it.
up round win.
He gets it. I mean, it's not going to be enough, but he gets it.
It's a
That could
good
be a
sign
bit
of pace
worrisome.
though, but like, you know, if Blair had been there,
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that could
you know,
have
that,
been an
that
easy
could
one
have been
too.
him. For sure. I mean, I'm not sure if there was an Estonia safe call. I'm not sure whether
Perhaps.
safe calls have ever worked in this game.
I feel. I mean, you'd have to know safe lines to do safe calls, and usually players just know their line, right? Like,
Yeah,
what is
exactly.
saving when I'm not driving fast enough? Look, I didn't pay like 20 or 30 euros, depending on when you got club access, to break. All right, let's be honest. We're just driving here. Saddle a bit behind, away from the pack, so Icanter and Critty are gonna have to play a little bit of you know, aggression to secure Saddle spot, but technically out of there. Bimmy, Balea,
Oh, Balea
could be
and
up to them.
Bimmy.
Oh,
Nice
he
done,
gets it,
and
though.
Russia to finally get on the board. It feels like they play better than. It feels like this shouldn't be their first point on board, but it is.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that I suppose on 17, you know, that Soba was struggling with the track. It is a fast track, right? And especially with the snow car physics added into the woods. Yeah, any tap too many, any oversteering will most likely ruin your run. And the timeout isn't that long. right? We only put 10 seconds on the clock, and usually with 10 seconds, it's quite easy to not get that finish.
Yeah, especially in a track where you carry so much speed. One full stop
Yeah.
and Belaya crashes again.
Second time.
Oh, that is very frustrating.
Yeah,
I'm not
pretty
quite sure
though,
if the rest of the team would have been there had he picked up a win, but that
Yeah, but still, yeah.
yeah, that's rough.
It does change the dynamic of things, right? Because even if, let's say, he was there, that also, puts a bit more pressure on the Estonian team. They also have to take into account that, wait, we may have to try and overtake him. They may make a mistake on their end. It's definitely one of those things where if the crash didn't happen, yeah, it could definitely look a lot different. Maybe not, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Ooh, Saddle,
Ooh.
taking a page out of Belaya's book.
Yeah,
And with that, does look like Russia maybe getting away with it. They have a great start. Look at that.
Yeah, Critty
All three
0.7
players.
behind as well.
Yeah.
And they are now running 1 to 3. Only Kanta can try and get him in the middle of the scrap. And he's doing a very good job there. He's in the second, but not a great line going into grass. That'll be an ace coming out for Russia too on their own map pick. Picking up another round win.
Yeah, I mean, despite their pick, I mean, it's 2-2, and that one seemed to be more due to mistakes on the Estonian side. While they have shown the pace, it's still a bit worrisome that it seems to be just a bit of consistency issue on both sides. So this may be end up a bit of a coin flip. I wouldn't be surprised if we go 4-4 here.
Oh yeah, this will be. I think this is definitely going to be a very tight map. Going to rely, I think, quite heavily on Belaya though, and can he keep it up wall? He had a few issues going through not that section, but the section coming up here.
Ooh, bit of penalty grass there.
Is he going to get away with it this time? He does this time.
Settle out.
But
Bimi's
Sartel
there.
doesn't. Bimi's there. Techno Way is there as well. And that is the 1-3-4 for Russia, and they will pick up another round win to move them 3-2 on this track. And they're looking good here. A couple of mistakes in the early rounds. Took a little second to warm up into it, but
yeah, they're getting into it, right? Starting to pull the match a bit more towards their themselves. Make sure Estonia doesn't feel too comfortable.
oh, that is a mistake from Bimi.
Yeah.
That'll be dropping him to the back of the pack. Technoway scrapping with Kanta over a very important third position. It looked like it's going to be with Belaya out front. Gets a better exit from back corner.
Beautiful. I think Saddle even is on the chopping board here. Technoway's just shooting past him there.
Yeah, it's going to be super close between them, though. But he picks up second.
And look
Belaya-
at his time.
Yeah, nice time
Hard
from
to
him.
see.
Half a second in front of the entire pack. Great stuff. From
Ridiculously
him.
fast.
The Technoway manages to back him up, manages to pick up second, and that will move Russia 4-2 on this track. Looking very good to win their own map pick here.
Yeah. Been the first half. I mean, I mentioned right, looking a bit more like a coin flip, but now it does look like their prowess on 15 is starting to shine through, and it's a bit of a tough one on the Estonian side. I mean, Salvat as well, and a bit far behind. Critty, the only one really contesting what Russia's putting down at the moment. I mean, again, Belaya is doing a phenomenal job driving in first place. He's very much been in control over this map, and it's really been him crashing into the signs a couple times that caused some upset. But looks like 1-3 is going to do it, and we will tie it up.
Yeah, clearly got into a rhythm after the first couple of crashes, and picks up a pretty comfortable win there for Russia on their own map pick, 5-2.
Definitely, yeah.
So, the next map we'll be going on to is 25.
Yep. It took me a long time to get 80 on this one. I mean, that was during the whole landing bug area, but even then, I'm not that good at snow car.
I gave up trying to get 80 on it after about an hour because, well, keyboard moment. It's There's one corner in particular that I just could not figure out how to do. It's a
Yeah,
very strange track.
definitely, it's a long way. There's a lot of changes as well right before turns, which make it even trickier, right? Because the one moment, in stadium car, you're just steering hard, and then guess what? Your snow car now, the slightest tap will send you off to the left or right. It makes for some very very tight turns, but at least especially on the wood. But outside of that, I'm very curious to see how the players will manage not not sliding, right? Because that's the name of the game. Just don't oversteer, and you'll be able to have a lot of speed.
Sure.
Oh, tech pause until Techno joins. Ooh.
Oh, we can watch Critty try and give a demonstration of this track. And when I said there was one corner, I didn't understand. I think I'm witnessing Critty understanding it about as well as I did. This
Yeah,
corner,
it's
probably the most difficult corner in the whole campaign to try and keep it together. Techno's joined, so pause shouldn't be too long at all.
does look like it's all sorted out. I mean, my AT on this one as well is like barely AT. Like AT is a 101.996. I have a 101.971.
Oh my
I'm
god.
done. I've had it. That's good. There's nothing else here for me. But yeah, everything's sorted, so we'll be live after warm up. That's always nice, especially with Swiss, because we have 8 matches ongoing at the same time. It's very easy for one of those matches to go a bit longer, not just because of match results going all the way to a freeze 2, but any technical issues along the way can cause some additional time in between matches, because we have to play out all matches before we can do our seeding for the next one.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, okay, what he said Swiss, what did he mean by Swiss? There isn't a Swiss team in there. That's a horrible joke. Thank you. It's all about playing against teams that have the same win rate as you do. Once a team has 3 wins, they move on to playoffs. If they have 3 losses, they are out of the tournament. So each team will have at least 3 matches to play, and eventually, you'll have teams dropping off, moving on, and we're left with just a few matches at round number 5 to find out who will be remaining in the playoffs. And that is what these players are playing for right now, a spot in playoffs next week. And it is, players are all over the place, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep track.
Sure, but it is Techno and Critty up at the front. How does Techno survive what he just did there? That was absolutely bonkers. But he is going to hold on and take first place. Is Bimmy there? He is to pick up third place. We just need a finish from Belaya, and there he is.
Yep.
Just about that will be the first one going away of Russia 2. And for the first time, Russia 2 actually now leading the match.
Yeah. I mean, let's also just look at the times, right? I realize technically could go faster, but even then, just, first round opening up with a 1 minute point free, that's already, in my book at least, quite fast. So I'm very curious to see where this will go. Again, this is an active pick, right? This isn't this isn't a random map, so there is some thoughts behind it. Ooh, have some lagging on Belaya's side. I'm not quite sure where we're at the moment in terms of technical issues. I don't have the full, I don't have the rulebook in front of me. I do believe that is on the side of the player.
Yeah, it is on players to sort out.
Yeah.
Just for the amount of matches that happen. Trying to find admins for the whole thing is
Yeah. Well,
tricky.
Techno, look at him go. He's all
Yeah.
the way out there.
Even though I think partially because of the technical issues, this will be going the way of Estonia. Wait, Bimmy came.
Oh no,
Bimmy came
there's-
second.
Yeah.
How'd he come
No,
second?
Pretty crashed along the way. Saddle missed the checkpoint.
In which case, a few very costly mistakes there. For Estonia, they were in a 2v3 and they still lost. That is really not ideal here.
No, no, it's starting to definitely swing more towards Russia 2 side. Does look Blaya is able to get back in. So no pausing required. Again,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we don't. Somebody does have an issue. There is no. I mean, it's really just two teams. They could decide, but even then, there is obviously we don't want to delay other matches. So there is definitely a limit, and that's why these types of rules are in place. For now, though, Balea seemingly no issues. Is in first place. Techno Way joining him side by side, making our way through 25, looking to make it trio because Saddle Critty.
Oh, he
and,
jumps
Cantor.
very far left there.
Ooh, yeah, that was fortunate for him.
He is going to get caught by
Sartel
Sartel and Critty. Oh, but not Sartel. He goes into a tree, goes absolutely flying. Will Techno be able to hold on to third place? I think Cantor goes a more direct line. He isn't going to, but it will be 1-4-5.
Yeah,
But will once again be going way of Rush 2. I am surprised even performing so well on this map. It might be their map pick, but
yeah,
considering
he's very consistent.
But considering the fact they got thrashed 5-0 on 17, another very, very heavy snowcar map,
Yeah,
I'd probably
you
pick
expect
it
the
as
same.
I'd pick it as one of the most similar tracks in the campaign to this one. With the exception of maybe something like 10 in terms of the amount of switches. But I'm surprised to see Rush 2 performing so well on the snowcar track after the weak performance on 17.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one in that sense. You think, especially with the map pool having quite some snowcar maps in, you would actively train those if 25 is already within your range of skill. But yeah, I suppose there's just something a little bit different about this track. There's not as much wood, perhaps. Perhaps that is the thing that is what causes them issues. But
ooh, baby crashes. I'm not sure how big
should
of a
be-
difference it's
Ooh,
gonna
no, I can't
make.
interact.
But
Yeah,
Bibby's first. Pick up fifth. 2-3-5. That'll do it before
Yeah.
Russia 2. And this has been an absolute thrashing.
Oh yeah,
Still 1 point left. It's not quite over yet for Estonia on track 25, but
yeah, not a lot they've been able to really do, and it does seem, there have been some rounds where they were definitely contending for a round win, but it seems to be that final uphill turn. It's just not really going their way more often than not. I mean, Saddle, I think out of the 4 rounds we've had, 3 times he crashed into the tree line right there, despite him being in a very fortunate spot. This time, though, Russia, look at them just opening up with a first and third. Look at them just conga
an
lining
ace
their way
formation here.
through.
Oh,
Ooh.
Blaya crashes. Tricky snowcar turn there. Cantor carries a lot of speed for it, though. It is on him to try and attack. Chasing down Techno Way music here, but it doesn't look like he has quite enough speed. Critty going to move into third. Estonia full risking this. They need a win here.
Ooh, it's going to be 5th place, but
Jimmy's
Balaya
fourth.
is just nowhere nearby.
Blaya's miles back. But where's Sartel?
the-
Sartel
Yeah.
is going to finish 11
Oh.
seconds down.
The counterpoint.
And that is... Yep.
That was a messy one.
It is a very weird quirk of this format that finishing not last is just as important as finishing first.
Yes. Very true, very true.
And in that case, Balaya, well, cost
Yeah.
Russia 2 there a bit by not finishing, and had he finished it would have been last. He did have a fairly big mistake though, and he has performed very well for them so far, so I think it's forgivable. I still think this map will be fairly safe for them as we see Technoway and Balaya up front. Sartel crashes.
Yeah.
I can't carry all the speed through the corner again.
Once again,
He's-
Balaya, same turn as well. Quite unfortunate, but this time Demi is right there on third, fighting it out with
Yeah.
Icancer. So
Got more speed than
Gritty.
second as well. Oh, Techno crashes on a very strange section. And
Saddle overtakes.
if you're a
Could
Russia 2 fan,
be.
you're... Where is everyone?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
What
figure out.
happened? I think that goes
They're all over
Estonia's
the
way.
place.
Wow,
That was
okay.
in fact
That
an
was
Estonia round. Yeah.
that
yeah.
was a round of all time. Great stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm happy I'm not the one spectating on. I mean, I'm trying to spectate myself to figure out where everybody is, but it's my word.
I'm
The
trying to do
longer
what
the
I
track
can,
goes.
but it's pretty tricky.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, at least at the start, they're pretty close together, so we can have a bit of an idea of where everybody is. Critty and Saddle, though, not with the fastest start, starting to fall behind. So once again, Russia looking to get a nice lead in.
Yeah,
But I
one
think it's
through
going to
right
come down
now.
to that turn here, right? This has been
Yeah.
a bit of a issue. Ooh, everybody gets through quite nicely, actually.
Yeah, Belaya makes it as well, and he has had particular issues on that turn. But in fact, he's kept it clean and tidy. Oh, he's forced to go the other route there. That does not work out nicely for him.
No.
Tectoway
But
has
Bimmy?
a huge margin. Bimmy versus Cantor here. Bimmy picks up third, so long as Belaya finishes, which he has, that will be the point going the way of Russia too. And from a 1-0 deficit, they're now 2-1 up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could even argue it. Every map so far has been a 5-2. That skin looks phenomenal on the podium, by the way.
Oh, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
It's just shining, like, because the scoreboard being a bit transparent makes it even better. Oh, that is good. That is very, very good. But yeah, I mean, what I was saying, yeah. Technically, in my mind, every map so far has been a 5-2 win. Like, if it wasn't for 17,
Yeah,
with
a couple
Russia
of
not getting those 2
non-finishes.
rounds, yeah. So it is interesting to see that so far. It's never really been like close, but each team has brought something to the table, right? Has brought something to throw a little bit of a wrench into the works of the other, but no real payoff so far. This is going to be Estonia's pick as well, 18. So this is where they are looking to tie up the score. And if the way the match has been going, they could do it with another 5-2. I'm expecting a 5-2. That's what I stand right now.
Yeah, just 5-2
Like
all the way
matters.
through. We have our first few results in from the other matches. For Swiss Stage 1, the way the seeding works is pretty brutal to the lower teams.
Yeah.
So we're currently watching Rush 2 and Estonia. These are seeds 9 and 8 respectively, so right next to each other. This, on paper, should be one of the closest matches, and I think we've seen it so far. Unfortunately, the other end of the spectrum, you're getting teams like Seed 2 Germany versus Seed 15 Wales.
Yeah.
Wales did pick up a round against a absolutely terrifying looking Germany team.
Oh yeah.
But Germany with 3-0 win over them. Hungary go 3-0 over Netherlands 3, and Spain go 3-0 over Romania. And Russia go 3-0 over Poland. Oh, 2-5-4 score lines of that though. Poland will be feeling.
That is very tight, yeah.
I imagine that was probably on Poland's map picks as well. That is unfortunate for the Polish side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a bit of a rough start on the Polish. I'm not sure who is playing for Poland. I mean, Poland has been the first ever
winner.
champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
But,
I'm
yeah,
not
definitely
sure
showed
if it
good
was
demand.
any of the members from that was. Who was in
Yeah,
that
none
team?
of those are in. I believe Nalax wasn't in there yet. No, that was like Forever. That was mine.
Was it Evon?
Roadtaker, yeah. Evon, yeah.
Yeah.
but that's how it goes, right? Like every season, I mean, most seasons we've been able to do this, and it's been great to just see different teams come in, different players come in, returning champions and such.
Yeah, of
It's
course,
really has a bit of a legacy going at this point.
for sure. This time round, this is looking a lot more comfortable for Estonia.
Oh,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, almost second gap down to the next Russia player. And this feels like a far more traditional track. Sure, with a lot of reactor, but it is still fundamentally sausage tech.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of these players are names I recognize a little more. Perhaps this is from better following of the Baltic scene, as well, it's run by FastPoint.
Yeah.
That helps.
Just figures, yeah.
Also got to follow it for my keep an eye on the one Brit who can take part in those events, being Davigno.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
recognise a few of the names for that, Cridi and Marchielli, for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean Cridi as well. This time, back in the driver's seat, not doing casting. He's been doing that a lot lately for, I believe for the AOTC as well, right? Recently. So I'm not sure if he's been able to do it this morning. Because, that would have been impressive.
For sure, but what is impressive is how consistent Estonia are looking on this track. Under absolutely no threat. There's 2 aces on the bounce here, and I think this is looking like this could be a 5-0 here for Estonia.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like picks and bans, to a certain extent, there is. You could go strategize, have counter picks and whatnot. I feel like this one is just straight up, we're good at 18. Let's just play 18. And it just so happens that, I suppose on the Russian side, they're not as comfortable, playing sausage along with some reactor boosting, because...
Ooh, Satel crashes.
Ooh, that is unfortunate. I mean, Credi and Marchielli still having first and third should be still pretty okay. And yeah, they just look a lot more comfortable on these turns.
Yeah, Marchielli gets a beautiful drift there.
Credi even crashed there, and he's still in second. Yeah, I mean, a 1-2 will do it as well. Doesn't have to be an ace.
For sure. First time they haven't got an ace here, but it's still, a bad round for them here. It's been a 1-2-4.
Yeah.
And it feels a bit like we're just sitting through the inevitable.
Yeah. I mean, you have those types of matches, especially in Swiss, right? It could either be a match where it's a complete wash and, we know the results from the get-go, but, it just so happens that is how the seeding has gone. I think in this case, yeah, it's more of a
goes on an adventure.
Yeah. That wall came in a bit too early. I don't think he expected that. Credi out, though, a bit far away as well. But Saddle and Marchielli looking very comfortable at the front once again, just daring to just go full speed through these turns, whereas on the Russia side, they don't look as comfortable. I mean, just building up their lead more and more. Credi actually coming into 4th place as well, starting to threaten Bimmy. Does he overtake him? No, he's too far away. He's too far away to actually do something. But even then, Russia's getting outpaced on this one.
Yeah, quite considerably. Mid 46 is coming out for the Estonia side versus, I think, the best time we've seen from Russia is a kind of low 47.
Yeah.
This is round number 5, if I can count.
Yes,
which is definitely up for debate. Can Estonia wrap this up on the first time of asking? I know, it's... This isn't even maths, this is just,
no,
can
I
count?
Even
but even maths risky,
Ooh. This time with a crash. Marchielli all the way on his own now.
Yeah, we're going to rely on some crashes from Russian side here, I think. Marchielli can go and lead by as much as he wants, but Sartel and Credi aren't there. They're down in 5th and 6th by quite a margin, and although Marchielli wins, we see some better times from Russia. and Estonia don't wrap it up on the first time basket, it'll go 4-1 here.
I mean, we're just gonna have to, make it another 5-2. I've already said it at the start of this map as well. It's gonna be a 5-2, and this is.
Oh yeah.
So far, every map has been a 5-2. We just need a couple more crashes on the Estonian side, then they'll, get in their map win, and then we'll see what map 5 is. Because I would be very, very surprised if we don't go to map 5, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean it would be one of the greatest comebacks when it comes to just an individual map I've ever seen go from 4-0 down to 5 up on when you've been aced multiple times. But Markiel and Cruddy comfortably up front this time round. They might have thrown it away once, but they aren't going to throw it away twice. Belaya catching is going to get cut past Marchielli.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be enough. Marchielli fights back.
Oh, that control as well over the sausage.
I know, holding it together there.
That was beautiful.
But an opposition I'd want to be driving. But the 5-2 scoreline doesn't happen. We go 5-1 here on 18, 5-1. And we will move on to the final track.
Yeah, it's going to be 10. I mean,
10?
We've just been playing high numbers, right? 17, 15, 25, 18, and 10.
Yeah.
Feels a bit anticlimactic, honestly, but, it does look like... Well, both teams are very much into Snowcar, right? And this is another one of those tracks where Snowcar is going to play a big factor to determine who is going to win it. Obviously, this is the randomly picked one. But I think both teams could definitely prove to pull this all the way to a rubber round. I'm very curious about their times. Let me see what I can find. Russia 2 on 10. So they've got a 28-0, 28-1s. So I do expect Belaya, Technoway, and Soba, just looking at PBs.
Yeah, we've just seen Soba rejoin the game and is warming up, so...
Oh, there you go.
He didn't have his best performance on map 17 at the start of the match.
Estonia has a couple of 27s as well. It's going to be probably Icanter, Critty, and Saddle. That would be, in my mind, the right calls. 27-9, 27-8, 28-0, but definitely this track. I think most of the track, I can expect players to be relatively close to one another, but it's towards that ending, right, with the that last dirt turn. I
reckon that'll be the decider.
Yeah.
It's a very short track in comparison to what we have been playing. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
Let me just see. Do we have any other match results?
We do.
Hey, look at that.
Two of the oddest teams in the tournament, being Israel, Finland. Well, it's just Israel, but they've got a Finnish import.
Yeah.
Color scheme works. Versus the joint island team, have beaten them 3-0. Joint island team not even getting a point on the board. They might be reconsidering their map picks after that.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Netherlands 1 have rather thrashed Serbia, as you'd expect. They are top seed coming into this. Serbia, I believe, their first appearance in TSCC.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not a name I remember seeing before, so that is very cool to see.
I'm also hard pressed to remember another Serbian team that has played in the past. I think you are right. Round has been ongoing. I just realized the
and it has gone very much away of Russia.
We're already getting some low 28s in, so yeah, I'm expecting that to be the pace to beat if teams are gonna want to get some rounds in. But it does mean we're gonna have a relatively fast map to close things out.
Estonia were partially caused by a couple of early mistakes, and there we see another Sober dropping back as well as Sartel, so those two are pretty much locked in 5th and 6th. We have Cruddy, Cantor, Belaya, Techno at the front. a lot of it's going to come down to this very last turn. How are they looking?
Yeah,
Ooh, Creddy doesn't get it well. And we
Oh.
see a 1-3 for Estonia turn into a 1-3 for Russia too. Very, very quickly there.
Yeah, yeah. And there's so much that is happening in that last turn as well, right? That just the slight miscalculation will cause you to lose so much speed, and yeah, Russia just was able to overtake them because of better handling. Because the rest of the track, so far, they've been relatively close to one another. It is a short track as well, right? Only 28 seconds. So there's not a lot of room for errors. There's not a lot of turns, and it's really that ending that seems to be the bane. And it's always that, right? It's always the last turn that's going to cause things. Ooh, Belaya and Techno trying to do something there, but
Yeah,
not close
Belaya.
enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think Belaya hit wall on the
Yeah,
left-hand
yeah.
side, and that could have
Yeah.
cost him quite heavily there. Sartel moves up to third. Estonia get their first point on board here on map 10. This is going to be a very, very close finish.
Yeah. I mean, 1-2. We already have the 5-2 set up. It would just mean a couple more rounds. Oh, not good stuff for Estonia there, though. Gritty having some issues alongside counter as well. So, should be a Russia win here. Saddle does have first place, but there's no one there to help him, and yeah, he just falls behind now. It's going to be an ace for Russia.
Yeah, that'll move them to 3-1 ahead. Belaya might have been on for a good time there, but we won't know as he crashes the end, but it's not going to make a huge
Yep.
difference. As they pick up a 1-2-3. And Russia 2 looking pretty solid here.
Yeah, they may be able to take the match here. I mean, considering map number 1 not really looking as clean, but from that point on, from map 2 onwards, it's been very very good on their side. Ooh, this round though.
This is looking very favourable for Estonia. Got 1-2-3.
Again though, that ending. Let's see if they're able to
What are
get
we
that
gonna do?
turn around. Yeah.
Yes,
it
they
does look like
can.
they counter. Oof.
They hit back with a counter ace.
Beautiful stuff.
And
And
this
look at that,
certainly
point
isn't
twos
done
as
yet.
well. Point 2, point 3. Bit faster ace than Russia, right? They're just upping the game. Like, all right, you did that. We'll do the same, but faster. Yeah, and it's
Indeed.
It's a good back and forth. It's good back and forth. I mean, at this point as well, right? The track has been figured out. We've been playing these tracks. If for those who have been playing actively, I know it's campaign. For the past 3 months. So most, if not all, things from these tracks are known, and yeah, everybody is just taking the exact same lines, exact same route, and it's really a matter of execution, and
what
that's not how you execute.
That was a very strange end of a round. It does go Estonia's
Yeah.
way, despite their best efforts for it not to. Russia unable to capitalise on those mistakes, and it pulls the scoreline up to 3-3. We've been playing for about 45 minutes now, and the teams are completely tied up. Very little to separate
we're
these
inching
two.
closer and closer. It's a best of 3 at this point.
Pretty
in
much.
rounds. Technoway starts with the lead though. Valaya starting to gain a bit more speed towards the stadium car section.
Yeah.
Could be enough
Wait,
for a
lips a bit.
1-2.
Pretty moves up into first.
Oh,
Sartel goes flying.
He tried.
I'm
Good
not
attempt,
sure that
but-
was worth it. I think if Critty had held... Oh, I mean, Critty didn't hold on to first, so...
No,
It was worth going for if Critty had
Yeah,
held
yeah.
on to first, maybe, but...
Yeah, Russia match point with that. It's it had to come down to the final map before we were even able to call out a match point. So let's see if they're able to keep it together for one more round. I'm not sure if Russia 2 was expecting to beat Estonia or not. Again, seed-wise, right, as mentioned, they are pretty much next to one another. But yeah, so far it's been a nice match. A couple of one-sided situations definitely occurring, but this could very much be it. Belaya and Techno looking to perhaps get in
Ooh.
between. No, 1-3
Sartel
for Estonia.
holds on.
Oof.
Holds on to the lead, and we move in to a deciding round.
Sudden death.
2-2 in terms of tracks. 4-4 on map 10. let's get underway and see which of these two teams will be starting off their Swiss qualification in style.
Yeah, I mean, good start from Estonia. Saddle and
Yep,
Critty. For
having
a
the
second,
lead for now.
counter as well. But Kekno getting in between Sova and Valai. I have to do something. Ooh, oh, crashes. Two crashes. Oh, one crash. No, one crash. Oh, I thought it was two. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Techno and Soba. I mean, Techno does overtake, but it's not going to be enough.
Sato,
Oh.
Kanta, and Critty hold on to go 2-3-4, coming from behind on the final map to win 3-2 against Russia 2. That was a brilliant first match. Considering this is stage 1 of Swiss, it's not where you consider the absolute belt of matches to happen, but that was absolutely brilliant stuff.
It just went all the way to the end. I mean, there were clearly, some situations where one team had it over the other, but also plenty of rounds where there was a good fight going on and good exchanges between positions as well. It's something you can expect from middle of the pack seeding, right? Where because they are already relatively close in skill and everything, it just gives you a nice close match to open up the Swiss. This is also why I'm also a big fan of these matches early on, because there is not that one team just gonna probably dominate over the other, because they have X player, Y player, Z player. So what are they gonna do, other team? But yeah, it's a nice way to open things up. I'm surprised we haven't finished up every match though.
Yeah, but
This
it's
is our
one going.
7th match, including we have one more.
Yeah, we are waiting on. It's
Uh,
Denmark versus someone. I can't remember who they're playing off the top of my head.
I don't know. I don't know either. I'm also blanking. I think they're playing against Netherlands too. Netherlands too. Yes, Netherlands too.
Netherlands to Denmark.
In fact, it just finished, because I believe I'm also watching Spam's stream, and it does look like that is a win for Netherlands too. There's my face. Hi, guys. Hi. We're on stream. Say hi to
Yeah.
mom.
Hi, YouTube. That's a classic thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
I figured it's probably nice to look up and just a loading screen.
No, definitely. But yeah, that was our last match concluding. I mean, we haven't caught it on stream here, but that should be all matches done and dusted. So we just have to get the table sorted for round number 2, where we put the winners against the winners and the losers against the losers.
Indeed. So, again, for anyone joining who's unfamiliar with Swiss, people will play against teams with the same scoreline as them. So, all teams that just won will be playing against other teams that just won. So, we should get some kind of close matches towards top of the. It's not quite a table, but kind of a table. And meanwhile, the lower skilled teams will get to play against each other. It's a system I really like for this, because it means some countries who haven't been able to field particularly strong teams, or perhaps are just kind of newer regions to the game, get to play against, similar skill level matches. And yeah, I remember from when I used to play in TSCC, I really liked Swiss, because yeah, I got to play an incredibly close match, or a couple of very, very close ones.
Yeah,
as a result.
I've also seen it just with teams fielding their first time, right? India, I remember a while back, just getting their start into TSCC, fielding a team of their own, then organizing a league of their own, stuff like that. Just really growing the Indian scene in that sense. They even made it to I think the playoffs top. I think we had 32 teams at that point.
Yeah,
Made it to top 8, which considering India isn't necessarily known for their Trackmania lineup to still go as far as they did with, at that point in time, quite a lot of great teams as well. I mean, it's a bit of a mix. It really depends on the campaign, right? The type of players you get coming out of the woodworks. But yeah, it's always good fun to just see new teams come in. But at the same time, Swiss does offer that, especially coming in as lowest seed, for example. You get the most likely play against players you never imagined you'd be playing against.
Oh yeah, I remember getting to play against Elcon Uh, the one round, there was one round where I managed to beat him on a bobsleigh track because he crashed, and I was
Yeah.
like, I've beaten Elcon on ice. I
Well,
I have
there you
won.
go.
It doesn't get better than this. We'll ignore the overall scoreline of that match was
Mm,
3-0 with I think 5-1 in every single map, but
there was that one. There was that
there
one.
was one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we just
Well,
need to get the last results in. I think we're just waiting. We have a bit of time. Next match starts in 9 minutes, if I am
yeah,
correct.
yep, we are getting yeah,
Complete. I think it's complete.
yeah, I'm just checking what result was of that last game. I think Netherlands 2 got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which comes as a bit of a surprise. Denmark, the defending champions, but got a slightly weaker team. No Mertz this time round, and there's another big name missing who I can't remember off the top of my head.
Because we have Dunster, we have the best, Milky Furry, Solviganst, and Trick Baby. Who am I missing in there? Yeah, I'm also blanking right now. I mean, Mert's obviously a big one. This is how good I am. Wait, I have the page open. Let me see. Let me see. So last Denmark team
Oh no, Whoop.
that won it. We had Whoop, we
Yeah.
had Nikolek, and we had Jake Ray. So only
Yeah.
Mertz and Solviganst are returning from previous year.
I don't think is Mertz even returning.
He is on the team, right? Or did I? No, he's not. No, you're right. Oof. Yeah, so just Solviganst. But
Yeah.
that's that's I think that's
That's
part
how
of
it goes.
Yeah.
With such a
Rotates in and
big with such a big map pool, the amount of effort it is to try and train for TSCC with 20 odd maps you need to learn. I think sometimes you'll see a country like very heavily train and put in all the effort they have, and if they do get that win, they kind of feel like they proved what they wanted to. They picked up a trophy. They're gonna take it a bit easier the next season.
Exactly. But we have our matches. It seems, right?
We do. We can
do. Ooh, which do we
have a look
go?
through.
Because I mean, what do we have? We have Spain against Netherlands 2, Estonia versus Hungary, Netherlands 1 versus Israel / Finland, and Russia versus Germany. These are our winner matches.
Yeah.
And then for the loser matches side, we have Netherlands 3, Serbia, Poland versus Denmark, Russia 2 versus Romania, and Ireland / Northern Ireland versus Wales. So a bit of a island derby, if you will.
Well, yeah, Celtic Derby there.
Yeah.
Coming from the kind of British and Irish community myself, that is it's a bit of a grudge match for those two. Ireland versus Wales have faced each other a few times in TSCC. One of them even knocking out the other in round 5 of the Swiss once. So yeah, even though they're not the strongest teams fielded from either region, that's definitely going to be a bit of a grudge match. I would love to catch that personally, but that is the British bias coming through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see that one being a fun one. Honestly, I don't know if any other chatters are like, "Ooh, this could be a fun one" based on what I just named up. I mean, Yokosto agrees on Ireland versus Wales. It seems Ireland's multiple. Very true. Yeah, I think that could be a fun one. I think Estonia Hungary could also be an interesting one, but we already saw Estonia, so I'm always a fan of seeing different teams. Spain, Netherlands too could be a cool one. See what this Netherlands 2 team is that is able to beat Denmark.
Yeah,
there's some fun matches. We only have like what 1 minute, 2 minutes to decide.
Oh,
so...
we got to decide quickly. Any opinions in chat? What do we go for?
My mind is between match 1 and match 8. If I look at the
same here, I think.
Say let's do match 8. I think we can do a winners one to close things out.
Some of these
we're gonna have two. We're gonna have 4 teams at 2-0.
Yeah.
Let me get in. Let me get in. I think I already left.
Some of the lower teams don't end up getting featured as for as long as a consequence of the
Definitely,
format.
yeah.
So it's nice to give them some spotlight where we can. Plus, I'm biased.
Okay.
I want to see this.
I love how you're just justifying wanting to.
Yeah, yeah, I would like
That's
this.
all right.
This is completely me just wanting to see a bit of a grudge match. This should be good.
Mert's coming in with some bias of his own. I wonder why he wants to watch the Denmark match. I don't know. Could you explain? Could you explain why you would I don't know why you would want to watch that, honestly. Seems kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah, you could see that
Entertain you.
from there.
Picks and bans should already be ongoing, right? Yeah. Oh, we do have our picks and bans in. So we have 25 and 18 that have been banned. Six. Let me see. 13 and 11 being picked by the Ireland's delegation, and 06 and 19 coming in from Wales, making 14 our random map. So this time, no 20s, right? But we do have 06, and I do like 06 just because I have enjoyed these plastic maps that we have had, these short plastic maps in the last couple of campaigns. And 06 for me doesn't disappoint. It is a quite fast one, but it's definitely for me one of my favorites of the campaign. I'm hoping they'll do a similar one for the upcoming one, but I do expect Rally Car to be part of that, honestly.
Indeed. I'm going to request politely, but you can keep chatting while I just update the graphics.
Yeah, no, go for it. You do the production things, and I will chat away. As I mean, I am curious to see what their times are looking like. We'll be starting off on 13. Let me check out where they are in terms of pound on this one. Ireland, Northern Ireland. So we have a couple of we have a 32 actually from the Bog Warrior. Other than that, a couple of 33s. So we'll see who will be fielded. I think they have a bit of flexibility in that one. On the Welsh side, who do we have that could possibly? Ooh, pace is a bit more over the place. We have a 32.8 from a Kroos. Not very surprised that it's a Kroos who has that. I do believe he is the fastest. Yeah, he is the fastest player on the Welsh team.
Oh, yeah, Akros is an incredibly good player.
Yeah. Not very surprised. Not to like discredit the other players, obviously, but it's we got Beamsy, we got Bruce, we got Jake, and we got the sister Twitties. Seemingly getting ready to warm up. I mean, this is also a track. I was playing a little bit, just preparing for this TSCC to get reacquainted with all the tracks a bit more. But I do find this ending. I do expect players to go for the wall bang here. I cannot get it very consistent, but it doesn't seem to be a bit of a hard one onto the quarter pipe jump that you have happening in here. Yeah, there's a lot of little tricks. There's a lot of little tricks for 13. Gearing up to 4th if you are able to do so before that dirt uphill can already net you quite a lot of time, a lot of speed. The quarter pipe jump is also very much one of those positions where if you get the wall bang right in the landing, gearing up right before those jumps, not clipping your car over the hill, losing your gear there. There's a lot that can gain you speed. And at the same time, that finish is awfully low for the way the track is set up. So I
wouldn't be surprised to see a few people
going
into there.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, guaranteed. Wolves is shaking. Ooh, Killian coming in with some fighting words. I like it.
I'm glad there's no map 7. Those who know.
Yeah, we're just rounding up warm-up. I'm not sure if we're already going live after warm-up. No chatting has happened in the Discord or in game. Well, we'll see. If I see a couple of GLHFs, then I suppose we are.
Yep. No, we will find out in a second.
Yeah,
I can
there you
I can
go.
see.
There they are.
Yep, I can
predicted it.
see. Jay Cotton chatting away in the Twitch chat, very focused on
Yeah.
this match, but we get underway here.
Gonna have who do we have on the Wales side of Crows, Bruce, and Twitties. Whereas on the Irish side, we have Riley, we have Bog Warrior, and we have the Cry Goose. Ooh, Bog having a bit of an issue with that jump up the corridor pipe. And it does look like Wheels is going to be able to pick up a round win here. Crows looking to overtake Riley right there at the end. And he does get it in. Nice time, though, at 33.1. I mean, fast times in general, right? 0.5s coming in, 0.7s. Again, there's a lot that can improve your speed on this one. Any slight mistake at the start could already lose you that fourth gear, and at the same time stabilizing your car onto that dirt will also cost you quite a bit. But so far, nobody really starting to get away from one another.
Yeah, slightly different line there coming out from the Northern Irish player, from Craigoose. We see one of the Welsh players drop back, and that is Acros. Their fastest player for sure. Belarus has to respawn the quarter pipe, and this is looking like a 1-2-3 for the joint island team. Twitties is going to get in the way of a perfect ace, but that'll actually be the first point that Ireland have picked up. Just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to call them Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
the thing
there's
Ireland
gonna be
slash Northern
someone
Ireland
somewhere. For this tournament, considering they are joining forces, I mean, you feel like that would make the most sense. Yeah, Kragus just every single time decides to go for the right hand side, where everybody else takes the left.
Ooh, 20
side.
goes flying.
Yeah, that is not looking very good for Wales once again, losing a player before this quarter pipe jump. But we have a respawn happening there though on the Irish side, so it looks to be
we have
Kroos
two
and Belarus.
respawns.
And Belarus,
Caporelli and Bog Warrior at the back.
Bruce getting away with murder there, considering he did lose his gear going over that little hop that you want to, get. It really depends on the speed. It's so easy to clip your car over that little hill, jumping up to the final checkpoint and losing your gear. Bruce did fall victim to that, but fortunately for him, he was able to keep in third and secure a round win for Wales there.
Yeah, I think just getting away with crashing left there for Wales, despite the mistakes from Bruce and Twitties. We'll see how people get on with the wallbang quarterpipe jump there. Looks like the Joint Island team have done a bit better out of it, with Bog Warrior and Caporelli at the front, but they are in 6th place, and ooh, crashing into the finish there. For Krigers, I think that was. Or it might have been Caporelli, I'm not sure.
Real quick. Did he just drive like a few hundreds away from his PB?
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's like, so a 703, his PB is a 688. He was feeling himself. He was cooking.
Yeah. Twitties with an early error.
Yeah, you want to jump as high as possible there, right? To make sure you have that.
Oh, Bruce respawns, Acros respawns, and this is going to be the easiest round ever for Ireland. Literally just PF. Don't hit the top. Good stuff. Pick up an ace there as a consequence of all Welsh mistakes. Gonna keep them in this map for now.
Maybe Greater Ireland is the way to go. I think that is, yeah. I mean, it shows unity as well, right? Greater Ireland. I know it's a sensitive topic, but I think that's part of tournament play in general, right? Everybody getting together, even if it's against one another, friendly rivalries and such. Grudges, if not, playful grudges usually. I mean, I haven't seen anyone really go out of their way. Oh, Bruce not getting the jump, but Krygus having the same issue. Sister as well. Everybody in
Everyone really
shambles.
struggling with this.
Oh no.
But it does look to be favouring Ireland. Caporelli Crash is not going to make a blind bit of difference.
No.
Who's fourth? Krygus.
Krygus.
Krygus is fourth. And that'll be another point going way of Ireland.
Yeah, and I'm just double checking again. This is an Irish pick. So
This is an
despite
Irish
that
pick,
being the
so-
case, it is tied up 3-3, and it's not looking like Ireland is necessarily that much in control of their fate.
Perhaps not. It seems
A
to be
lot
coming
of-
down a lot to the Welsh crashes. Akro
Yeah.
seems to have a pace when he can keep it together.
Well, great jump from Bot there though, but Akros going a bit higher. Should be able to get a bit more speed to get closer. And look at that, he's just shooting by as well, it seems. Ooh, no, barely. Yeah, it's photo finish.
What? Akro does hold on.
Does.
But unfortunately, Ireland held back a bit there by one of the players going missing, Caporelli.
Yeah.
5 seconds down. They could have
That
done with
definitely
him
cost
up
them.
there up front. Possibly had a chance to 2-3-5, but not quite to be.
I mean, look at that as well, right? Wales now looking to get map point. The next two maps is going to be their picks. It's going to be 6 and 19.
Yeah,
So
it's
a bit of a worrisome situation for any Greater Ireland fans out there, as they need to get this
see,
quarter pipe jump right.
everyone survives. I think that's the first time it's happened in the entire match. So it's going to come down
Yeah.
basically to these wiggles, which seems to have favoured
Ooh.
Wales here. Caporelli and Krygus quite far back.
Yeah, they lost their gear jumping over that hill there, and because of that, just unable to catch up. And so it will be Wales' first map already getting the counter out of their way, and now they get 2 maps in a row that are theirs. Well, picked by them, not necessarily theirs. But who knows? Maybe this is a trend. Perhaps this is the way the match will go, and now we'll see Greater Ireland dominate over Wales on 06 just to throw it back in their face. Oh,
Indeed.
We call out for abusing. Oof.
Akro's using mechanic of the game. Completely
How
unacceptable.
dare he? How dare he? Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me you practiced.
That would be out of the ordinary for Akros.
That would be. Usually, look, I'm used to top end players coming in like, yeah, I played these maps for like 30 minutes each at most because I really enjoyed that 1-1. Right, the other ones I just played for 5 minutes and I
Yeah.
don't practice. Yet somehow they're top 50 at least.
That is often the way it goes.
Yeah, 06, fun little plastic map for any plastic enjoyers. Very similar to the 06 we had previous
Yeah, it's
season.
very reminiscent of it. Not quite as
But
many high parts, but yeah,
Mhm.
very same idea. Just well, lots of wiggles mainly.
Yes.
Lots of tapping for the keyboard players. But a few issues where you can definitely, as Krygus just demonstrated, kind of slide into the walls. If you enter the tarmac with a little too much horizontal speed.
Oh yeah. And I mean, there's a couple of sausage sections as well. I mean, the second one is not necessarily that, special. It's mainly just getting up to the finish. But that first one, right, coming out of it and then getting into the next plastic session, it's going to be players going to have to release to make sure that they keep contact with the surface. So we'll definitely see some changes in terms of positioning happening there. Perhaps players not releasing enough, flying off a little bit, losing speed. But at the same time, it's also easy to just lose speed because you released a bit too much and don't get your turn to the left correctly. So I think that is where we're gonna have to keep our eyes open for this one. Again, it's gonna be a nice quick track. It's gonna be about a 27-ish, 26, 27-ish second affair for each and every round.
Indeed.
So let's hop to it.
So, the Welsh map pick here. A team who I know have been training a lot because we had to make sure they actually seeded into the competition. And a lot of players had to up their PBs in order to do that. This map is looking pretty good for them, you'd have to say. Mistake for macros, but they still get a 1-2-3.
Yeah. I know it wasn't caught on stream, but both Bog Warrior and Nitric entering into that sausage block hit the exact same wall.
Oof.
Because of that, Jake was able to get in third place, make it an ace for Wales there. So good start for Wales with that. And they already were able to, get that one map off of Ireland, the Great Ireland. So we'll see if this is something they can snowball into their favor. Ooh.
Jake going very wide there.
Yeah.
And this is going to be incredibly tight. Nitric will just hold on to a very important third place there. As Bog Warrior wins, Gragus finishes 5th, and that will tie us up to 1-1. I think this is going to be a very tight match. Regardless of what the final scoreline is, even if it's 3-0, like, the individual rounds and the individual maps are going to be very, very close.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's to be expected, I will say, from a match such as this, right? It's, with the BITC as well, right? Just being as active as they are, I mean, everybody probably has played against one another, has some type of, grudge of sorts. So I'm very curious to see if what will come out of this one, regardless of result of the match, what that will mean for future matches, because they will definitely be there, whether it's individual, whether it's teams. And look at that, just Kroos already coming in with the walls.
Of course, tradition that whenever Wales get an ace, they type walls in chat.
Yeah.
A very chaotic community there.
Wow, Bruce went extremely wide there. It's looking to
never mind.
Yeah.
Kinda. I'm not quite sure. This is looking to be going the way of
This could
Ireland.
be it.
Nitric crashes, though. Oh, that was such a big mistake. Jake Costin
That was
catapults
massive.
from about 5th up to 3rd through the final
Oh.
second, gets a very important 3rd place. The score almost should be 2-2 right now.
I mean,
But-
I neglected to. That last turn apparently does cause quite some mayhem. I mean, it is that little bump in the road, right, outside of the sausage being the sausage. But you have the little angle heading off to the left. But yeah, it's just throwing players for a loop. I mean, Jake was able to get away with murder there.
I don't think he'll get away with murder this round, though, as he does
Nah.
go in for the very first wall.
Well,
Belarus hits the wall. Akros hits the wall. Everyone's in the wall.
These walls have been painted differently at this point.
Yeah. Like, they got some, like, hypnotic effect on them so they look further
Yeah.
away. Some weird
Ooh.
perspective shift.
Yeah.
That is... Yeah, that is the point going away of the Irish squad, though. Bring them back into this map a little bit.
Yeah, keeping it close.
And
Another close
now,
round here. Ooh.
Belarus goes flying. That is going to put
Yeah.
him out of contention.
Jake's gonna have to do
Bokori,
something here.
Nitric, and Krogus, all there or thereabouts, hold on to a 2-3-4. When you look at the team composition of a team like Wales, where they've got this incredibly strong top-level player in, in Akros, a lot of it is just almost, you don't need to push super hard to try and beat Akros. Just beat the other two.
Right.
Try and beat the other two and make sure you're there for if Akros crashes.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, despite his pace being the highest of the Wales team, he's not infallible, right? He's gonna make some mistakes somewhere, and as long as you're there to pick up wherever he lets go, then you should be eating pretty good. Unfortunately, this time around, it is a Crows and Bruce picking up that 1-2
Yeah.
combination, and with
Chris
that, a
gets a
round win.
very nice end. He was about fourth going into the penultimate turn,
Yeah.
and he catapulted himself up into first, putting
PB, let's go.
Good
There
stuff,
you
Jake.
go. It's always the fun part, right? Getting into PBs in rounds.
Oh yeah. So 4-3 now, 2 Wales. I need one more round to try and wrap this up, but Ireland
Fair
aren't going
time.
down without a fight. Dragos, Nitric, Bog Warrior, all there. Belarus passes 1.
Ooh, he wants 2.
Oh, and he
Does
hits the
not get
finish.
2. Oh, there you go. Tied up 4-4.
Yeah, we're going to move into a 4-4. Wales won on the Irish map pick. Can Ireland undo the damage and win on the Welsh map pick?
I think, what do we have coming up? 19 could very much be necessary, right? It's usually these lower numbered maps where there is this space, this room to counter the other team's pick. Does look quite promising for now.
Oh,
Cross
Nitro
does
goes
have the lead,
flying.
but only Krygu's actually coming into the top 3. Bog does manage to get in back, but Jake and Belarus on first. Oh, sorry, on fifth.
And
But 1-4-5 should be enough. Yeah.
yep, Wales will hold on just about. But fifth place from
tight.
Belarus is proving very important, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
That was that was a belter of a map.
definitely.
I'm slightly sad it's gone the way of Wales, just because I want to see more of this match. I don't want it to get wrapped up too fast. But
because we have 19 happening right now. We have a couple of 44s in the way of Wales there. For, let's see, the Greater Islands. We do have, let's see, A44 from Bog Warrior. But outside of that, it's mainly 45, so there may be, some issues with pace, but I mean, pace isn't everything, right? PBs aren't everything. Let's keep it, a bit positive. Still though, 19 could be a bit tricky to overtake, especially with the way the plastic ball rides tend to be somewhat consistent. I will say, if you're practiced on them. If you don't really know how to deal with walls, then yeah, you're most gonna be like, oh, but why did I lose speed there? Well, it's all about entry. It's all about entry, and I think that may be a bit of a worrisome situation for any Ireland fans.
yeah, this is a very odd pick. It's not a track I expect to see many people picking. Cause yeah, it's very weird. That is one hell of a horn from Nitric.
Oh wait, what is he?
There's an Amogus horn.
Oh. Damn, I believe, Killian. I believe. I'm with you. Oh right, yeah, I heard it. that's a horn, sure. Sure, we'll hear it during the rounds as well. Yeah, just a minute on the clock before we actually get started. Once again, Wales does lead 2-0, despite a close 0-6. And this is their second map pick. Very curious to see if that'll pay out. Would be a bit of a I don't know. I feel like trio is in the way this match should end, but it is very well possible that is how it'll go. But even then, we had a great 0-6, so I'm not too disappointed if it were to happen.
I think we had 2 very close maps, to be fair. 5-4 and 5-3.
Yeah.
So, but Wales have held it together where it counts. They've been able to pick up those round wins, map wins, in the almost sudden death rounds that we've had. But I'll be very curious to see how this track goes. I'll be honest, I don't think I've played this part since Discovery. It is such a weird track.
I have played this one a couple of times, but I'm definitely, I'm nowhere near the space that the players will be showing off. But yeah, you'd have to be into these wall rides. If you're not, then I don't think this track will be very enjoyable.
Yeah, Jake Cotton
Your
not
off though
was
was
the greatest wall ride there. Bellabrie's falling about half a second behind at the very start.
yeah. 2v3 situation in favor of Greater Island for the time being, though with a Kroos
Jake
leading,
catches up a
it doesn't
bit.
feel that way.
Yeah, not quite, but 2-3-5 currently for the Irish squad, and if they can hold on to that, which they do, they will pick up the first point here on Wales' second map pick. I'm going to kill Jake Cotton. As that message was targeted at me. Thanks, Jake.
It's yeah. There you go. One round in, clearly map is ours, according to Killian. Well, who am I to argue? Who am I to argue? We'll see if that will prove to be the case. But for the time being, it is going to be a 1-0 lead to Greater Island. And
Bog
get a
Warrior
good
and Cap
round.
O'Reilly
Yeah.
looking very comfortable. 1 and 2. Can they survive this very strange section? I thought this was a dirt snap, but apparently not.
No. No, you do want to get that wall bang happening right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bog Warrior and Cap
1-2.
O'Reilly hold on for a very comfortable 1-2. And Wales' map pick doesn't seem to be favouring them too heavily.
No,
It's early to say. It's early to say.
Yeah, sure. We'll see. We'll see if they're able to pick it. They're gonna have to at some point pick up the pace. These first couple of rounds, it's really been bit of a slog on the Wales side. So we'll see if this these early starts, right? This is where it already can start to escalate and start to snowball forward. This first plastic wall ride, we'll see everybody getting into it. Ooh, Nitric getting a bit too early in. But Kroos not in the running for this one, so ace player for Wales missing out. And it's once again Bog and Riley who are leading, raising the flag high for the Greater Islands. What would that flag look like? Would it just be the same, or?
Yeah, Northern Ireland doesn't have a
Maybe the
flag,
same?
so
Yeah,
it's a bit complicated.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to say it probably looks something like the rugby flag does for the joint team.
I suppose.
There's nice dark green background with a few of the coats of arms on them. But yeah, this has gone 3-0 to Ireland so far.
Yeah, they're running away with it. I'm not the best with flags, I will say. I believe you, Doc. I'm not the best with flags. I can get away with it. I'm Dutch. I'm not that.
I don't believe Doc here. That is the most common used flag. It's not official, though.
Ah, there you go. Ooh, Wales starting to counter it, though. Look at that.
Yeah, Wales seem to have struggled on the very first transition. We've had 1 or 2 players each time just kind of bounce off the first area, send the nose of a car high up into the air, and lose from there. But they avoid that this time round, and Ireland don't really seem to be anywhere to try and counter this. Cap O'Reilly sneaks in to prevent an ace, but it's not going to make a single bit of difference to the overall result. This will go the way of Wales, and I'd now be feeling a little nervous if I was part of the Irish team. Thinking around that dominant from the Welsh squad.
Yeah, we have our first 44 being driven as well on the map by a Kroos there. Was that a 44.8, I believe? Yes. So it's really a matter of replicating that pace.
Yeah, we're seeing some safe lines coming in from Welsh through that first second. Oh, Bellabrie's crashes as I say that. Not safe enough for him, it seems.
He had an airbag. All right, he's safe. It's fine. He put a seatbelt on and everything.
Good stuff. We'll ignore the insane G-force that you'd get with these cars.
Oh yeah, no worries.
So this is now kind of Jake Cotton versus the Irish here with Akros in first and Bellabrie's in last.
Better entry.
Can he get third? And it looks like he is going to hold on to it. That is a very, very important third place for Jake Cotton just got there.
Yeah,
Sends the
yeah,
scoreline to 3-2 instead of 4-1. Sneaks past Bog Warrior by half a tenth.
yeah. Now that was definitely necessary. Yeah, just a great entry right there at the end that allowed him to secure that round for his team. It's that's really the part of where it really goes to show, right? I mean, we're really playing as a team. I mean, this is the same format as people would play in ranked. But this time around, you don't have to worry about if you're playing solos, like, oh, who do I end up with this time? No, it's it's your teammates. You know each other, and you are able to rely on these types of moments, right, where your team can just come in and save the day, if you will. Good round for Wales so far. Only Bog Warrior currently preventing them from a potential ace, but even then,
Caparelli right there as well. If there's any mistakes,
tries to do something.
He's trying to do something. He does do something. He gets up to third. Nitric finishes, and that goes way of Ireland.
Whoa.
That
Wales
is
just sleeping on the job there. It seems not.
Yeah, have counted their chickens before they'd hatched, and yeah, almost in the opposite of the previous round with Jake just sneaking past to get third place. This time around, it is Ireland who do so.
And they're one round away as well from taking this map. Just need one more, and they get the counter back from their first map pick, and they get to go to their map pick, which would be 11. They just need to get one more round in.
So far, it's behind for now.
Yeah.
Jake Cotton, the only one up there with Caparelli and Bog Warrior. Caparelli does not get a good turnaround. He's going to drop back a bit with a good entry. Can he still hold on to third place here? Bog Warrior seems to have first on lock. Caparelli just going to hold on to that third place. Such a tight battle from second down to fourth.
Yeah.
Half a tenth separating the whole lot. But with Nitric finishing, that will go the way of Ireland. They pick up their first map win of this match, of the entire tournament. And we move on to their second pick. I'll see whether this can give some momentum on the Irish side.
Yeah, IA-19 definitely looking to go a lot more their way. I suppose, on the Wales side, just not expecting such speed. We are not going to play 20. I would be surprised if we get 20 picks, though. I mean, there's going to be cutters, definitely. I mean, it's 20.
I could see a few teams going for just like rogue throwing stuff at wall. If they're lower seed or something. I imagine it'll be an incredibly rare pick though from all teams.
Oh, definitely. It may be a random map, most likely. Honestly, I don't think this is important enough to ban, but I don't see anybody actively picking it either.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We have the first couple of results in from the second round of Swiss, both from the top section, so the teams that were 1-0. Germany have beaten Russia 3-0. That's the first Russia team. And Netherlands 1 have beaten Israel 3-0 as well. So, I don't think any major surprises there.
No,
I thought Israel and Russia might get a point on the board. They might get a map on the board, but not quite. I think, looking at the lineups, looking at the seeding, Germany and Netherlands are the strong favourites I would expect in a week's time to see those two in the grand final.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you there. I mean, it's obviously going through Swiss and whatnot, it can have an impact on who goes through and who does not. But usually, just going into a top seeds, you'd be hard pressed to not see them make it far into the tournament. If not, as you mentioned, grand finals. They are definitely the two favorites to clash. But fortunately enough, we also have some other nice teams that may throw a bit of a wrench into the works, especially with double elimination. It could definitely one of them is gonna have to go down into losers bracket most likely, if
for sure,
if they perform well.
Yeah. I'll need to have a
how
look.
the full speeders will feel here. I mean, 11 are our one and only full speed map. Bit earlier in the campaign than usually, right? Usually the full speed tracks tend to be a bit higher, but this one is relatively, you know, it's not too hard. I think that's the main thing I'm looking for, honestly, to just drive. But it's really when it comes to like full speed, I understand it somewhat, but this is one of those tracks where I'm like, yeah, I don't fully get it because of the differing surfaces happening. But no ice, full speed, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah,
those are not. Oof.
That's bizarre. Spain have beaten out Netherlands too. I don't think it made shock there. Spain coming in with quite a strong team. They're not.
Yeah.
I have seen them at TSCC before, but I'm not sure they've ever made it to the knockout stage since we've had, well, in all the editions we have Swiss format. I've just been chatting about random stuff over the start of this round. I should probably mention we are underway on map 4 here. First point going away of Island Bear with 135. I think that's quite a good round.
Yeah,
it's too many things to keep track of.
It's the part of Swiss, I will say. Day 1 of a TSCC is always a bit of a hectic one. It's just a lot going on, a lot of maps happening, a lot of maps being played. This is the bulk of the tournament.
You still have a full 16 teams at that point, 8 matches happening at any given time. It's a lot to keep track of. Nitric looking good from the start here. Bog Warrior moves himself up into second. And they are going to hold on to 1-3 and...
Just waiting for Riley.
Where is Riley? There's Riley.
Yeah,
gonna finish. Sorry, it was running a bit late. Forgot me phone.
Yeah.
Not gonna matter though, as good performances from Bog Warrior and Nitric. Will set Ireland up to get another round win there. 2-0 up so far. And could this be the start of one hell of an Irish comeback?
Yeah, they are. I mean, look at once again, just looking very much in control of the track. I mean, when it comes to picking, if you pick into full speed, you full speed, right? You don't otherwise. It's usually one of those calculated picks where you expect to win.
For sure.
And it's once again driving in first, second, and fourth this time around, picking up another round win. Doesn't look like Wales really has a race, a horse in this race, if you will. I think they may be accepting that they'll just play 14. It's very hard to just beat someone on full speed, especially on a track that isn't that hard, right? There's not that many sections where, oh, oops, I miscalculated this one turn and now everything has gone horribly wrong. It's a lot of these long, stretched out sections. And,
not
Bruce
particularly long or stretched out for Belarus, fair.
No. You'd think with how big these checkpoints are, you wouldn't crash into one, but...
you always want to go as tight as possible, don't you? It's too easy to do. Akros gets into the match for Wales a little bit there. Picks up a first round win. Not by a huge margin, though. And with Belarus crashing and Twinnies being a bit behind, it's not going to help them there, as Ireland do move up 4-0. They might be wondering why they didn't pick this as their first map.
Bit of an, ace in the sleeve type situation, perhaps.
They were pretty close to getting 3-0, I think.
Yeah.
It was a brave play, but perhaps that was the idea, and perhaps it is going to work out for them. Nitric is on an adventure. I'm not quite sure where he's gone. And this round could actually be going the way of Wales, I think.
It did.
I'm doing
2,
quick maths.
3, 5.
Yep. Bog Warrior just speaking out Akros there. Oh no, it doesn't sound like this.
This is not how it's supposed to go. Who knows? This would be a very impressive counter. Ooh, Nitric falling under the pressure, crashing out, and all of a sudden Wales has turned on the engines.
They're looking pretty good for this round.
Yeah.
It is a 3v2. Kappa Riley at the back as well. Akros on a good line. Bokar going very wide, not having his best round. He's looked very good on this map, but isn't able to prevent a Welsh ace.
Yeah.
And Ireland need to try and keep ahead of the game here. They won 4 rounds on the bounce. They now lost 2. The Wolves comes out. The most intimidating thing in all of sport.
It's it started out like an easy map for Ireland, but all of a sudden
Yeah,
Wales,
Wales.
has come to play. They're not keen on just giving away the map just like that. Though Bruce with a crash.
Celebrates with a big mistake there.
It's gonna be
The
20s
whole
in a
Ireland
row, so
team
it's
go
gonna do it.
super wide again.
That'd
And
be
Akros
extra
crashes
sweet, though.
as well.
Yeah,
And
no.
that will
There
be
you go.
Ireland
2-2.
holding on. Little shaky there for a couple of rounds, but they hold on. And that will be Ireland tying up the score with Wales. This grudge match. Yeah. I love whenever these two play each other.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to
Going
have a
down to
habit
the
of running
rubble.
into each other every single TSCC without fail. I'm not
It's,
quite sure
it's a bit of a
how.
curse, yeah. It's just how it goes, it seems. Yeah, no, but I do wonder. I really at some point should just, try to tabulate stats over all the TSCCs and just,
That would be so good to see. Good little database for them.
Yeah. I mean, we can pull from 3 years of
Yeah, there have
of,
been a
TSCC
lot of additions
action.
at this point.
yeah. So I think that would lead to quite the interesting table, and perhaps some quick facts and whatnot. Perhaps like a player who's played the most TSCCs, and teams who got the closest without ever winning. Perhaps those types of things, because plenty of teams have been quite close.
Australia
some of
last
them-
season got within a
Yeah,
hair's width.
yeah. That was definitely a painful one. And I believe either
Oh.
Denmark or Germany have the most wins at the time.
Denmark are
say.
the only team to have won twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Germany and Netherlands both looking pretty good, I reckon
Big
one
year
of
for
those
two.
two could, perhaps go for their second title. I think the only way we continue the streak is if Spain or Russia or a real outsider picks up a win. Of course, with having the Swiss first, then a week gap, it's not uncommon to see a team just kind of fumble their way through Swiss and then go through a Swiss and then go, right, we're now going to fully train.
Yeah.
We're now going to go for this.
Just checking the match results as well. This look like Russia 2 versus Romania concluded. Taking
That is 3-1. But
3-1 for Russia 2, yeah.
I'll be a very happy second team for a second team to ever end up in the 2-0 section. It's
Yeah.
very good. Well, they've done better than Russia 1. Really, I think they've had. Oh no! Sorry, I take it back. I forgot Estonia actually won that super tight game. Never
Yes,
mind.
they did, yeah.
The two Russians will find themselves in the same section. Spain will stay.
This is Russia 2's
up
first
from
win.
2-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we have some typing happening. See if we'll
Oh,
have,
yeah, but a lot of typing.
oh,
Wonder if there
sounds
is another
Yeah.
couple of results coming in.
I mean, Danse typing must be a Danish result happening. Oh.
There we go. Ooh, they just beat out Poland.
Ooh, yeah, that is very. I mean,
I say just that's a strange match.
That's just every map was a wash, one or the other way. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
5-0, 5-1s, all that. Oh, Netherlands 3 takes over Serbia, so Netherlands 3 getting their first win in. Does look like we're live. Warm-up is done. I realize there is an
We
ad
are.
happening, so for anyone who
Yep.
isn't subbed, well, sucks to be you. They can't hear me anyways, unless they have ad blocker. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Well, Caporelli and Nitric are at the front here, as I get my cameras entirely wrong. they will go 1-2. And that is a very good start for the Ireland team. That is what they'll want to see. No surprise to see Caporelli here. He's I say new to the game. Of course, the game's actually now been out a little while. Good few years. So, he's not new, but,
Oh, those cut us.
you know, he really did start to show his prowess on Snowcar recently. And so I'm not at all surprised to see him here. But it will be him and Akros at the front. Nitric, goes for a little jump and gets stuck. Yeah. Basically, Belarus slides out.
Yeah,
Caporelli will hold on. I'd be surprised to see Caporelli drop more than one round in this entire section. He is a very, very good snowcar player. And perhaps he is the other race that Ireland kept up their sleeve. I was surprised to see them not going for more snowcar maps with him in the team. Wait, that round was a draw.
Because we didn't have Nitric finishing.
Yeah.
Nitric had quite some issues getting through the track. And,
yeah, we see a mix of people going for the cut.
Yeah.
Almost not go for cut seems to have paid off for Twinnies and Belarus there, as both Nitric and Bog Warrior mess it up. Although Nitric trying to hunt down third place here, I think he's just going to be a little too far behind.
Yeah.
Ooh, I saved that!
Quite
it's not quite enough, though.
And a Crows with a PB there as well. Considering Kappa drove in a 0.4.
Yeah.
With a 0.7 PB, that is, oof. A bit tricky.
Yeah, we move up to 1-1 here. I think we'll really be hoping that DNF doesn't cost Ireland too dearly from the second round, which ended up a draw.
Yeah, everybody consistently going for the cut there as well. I mean, Sister unfortunately unable to get through nicely, and Bruce also having some issues catching up, so it's looking quite
Nitric does the
Irish
exact same crash again.
That checkpoint is cursed. It has the blood of Nitric all over it at this point, with the amount of times he's crashed into it.
Indeed, and Nitric isn't going to be able to hold on to fifth.
Oh, that cost the round.
That did cost a round for them.
He learned to jump into CP, he did. So, who are taking the cut? Is everybody taking the cut? Most?
I think all bar Twitties and maybe Belarus. Ooh, Akros doesn't get it well there at all. That's going to put him behind Nitric and Caporelli up at the front here. We are missing an Irishman. We are missing a Bog Warrior.
Yeah.
What a name.
Oh, Nitric, does he make it through the checkpoint? He does.
He does, but Caporelli doesn't. His first mistake of the match, and that is going to put Wales into a fairly good position now.
Yeah.
A tie time at the front from Nitric and Akros.
I was about to
Gets
say
name
that was,
diffed.
name diffed.
Doesn't make a huge bit of difference though with Bog Warrior and Caporelli at the back, and Ireland have shown the pace. They've looked alright here.
They've done the calculations, they've put in the recipe, the cooking has been done, and the Sister crashes into the wall there. Gonna have to work on that recipe a bit more.
Yeah,
Bruce is also quite far away from the action. Look at this. So.
Yeah, this is a potentially very important round for Nitric and Caporelli. Can they hold it together? Nitric does not hit the CP.
Oh. Is this the round? I mean, they need Bog in fifth, but Kappa.
Akros misses. Akros misses that fin. It's one of the biggest fins I've ever seen. How did he do that? Did he just not turn?
He found
I know he might joke saying, "Oh, it's PF," but my God, it's not actually PF. Oh my Lord, what was that?
I don't know how he did it,
but
he did it.
Welcome to TSCC, where we showcase some of the best players from each country, and that apparently.
We vary things up. We like to keep. For now, once again, it's Riley and Nitric who are, leading the charge for the Irish team. Bog Warrior not able to really get into the race of his own, but Kroos there once again overtaken. So
Yeah, poor
tied up
end.
the score with that.
Yeah, Ireland back into it now. We're up to 3-3s. 200 SDMs, by the way. Yep. Yeah, it's a huge achievement. Akros just became, I think, the 31st player to ever get all 200 STMs on Turbo, and he still missed that finish.
How?
How? Indeed. Riley and Nitric getting the cut well again. I think Bogwari might stop going for it. I'm not quite sure.
He went for it there.
Oh, he did. Okay,
did,
fair enough.
yeah.
And actually, he is up there this time around. There's 3 Irishmen at the front compared to just Akros.
Yeah, this time everybody who took the cut was able to get through quite nicely. And yeah, it's very much paying off in the Irish favor right there. Oh, Nitric doing a bit of a
doing Akros.
yeah. But it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme
Yeah,
of things.
apparently this finish is very crashable when you've got a 2/10 advantage and you just need to do one left tap. Who knew?
Who knew?
But that does move Ireland onto match point. Maximum of 2 rounds left to go. A lot of this could come down to the cut. Bog Warrior just about survives it with a very odd line. That is going to put him down perhaps into 6th, but the main battle is at the front. Riley versus Akros versus Nitric. We've seen these 3 at the front pretty much every single round. Nitric doesn't hit his favorite CP.
Oh, I mean, if
Akros
Kroos
is
doesn't hit the fish there, he goes quite
Oh,
wide there.
He goes wide. He
so
loses the
Yeah.
speed. And with that, Kappa, Riley, and Nitric pick it up. And from going 2-0 down initially, losing their own map, somehow Ireland pull off a full comeback to beat Wales 3-2.
Yeah,
The win on a Welsh map pick, win on a random. Huge performance from Kappa Riley in particular on that final map there. And that's what we love to see. That was an absolute belter of a match.
Definitely.
I'm very happy I pushed for that match. That ended up being
pick.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that close. We're saying at one point it could end up a 3-0 to Wales, and you'd have to respect our close rounds. But no, that actually ended up an absolute belter.
That went just from my that initial idea that I had to turn into a match such as this. I'm only as a spectator very happy to see the way it goes. Obviously, any Greater Ireland fans will be ecstatic picking up the win over Wales. I mean, what is more important, winning TSCC or beating Wales, right? I think that is then.
I think for Ireland, they need to sit down and consider it. The only thing they'd go for is by winning TSCC, they probably beat Wales along the way. Is the only reason they'd pick winning. But again, that's twice in a row we've picked one of the last matches to finish. I think we've done quite well on this.
Definitely. I mean, we have one more match remaining as well. It's one of those. I don't know. It feels like a day comes and goes like that, especially with matches. Actually, because we are watching that, the good matches, if you will, right? The long, ongoing matches. That's what I mean with good. It's we get to enjoy the full range of all the players through that. I mean, other matches are concluding at the same time as well. I believe we have all matches done with that.
Yep. I can quickly.
Poland, Denmark already mentioned. Netherlands 3 taking Serbia. Estonia losing against Hungary, but again another nail biter of a match. Yeah.
I do feel for Estonia a bit.
Yeah.
No, I keep forgetting they beat Russia too.
They beat
We're
Russia.
like, we watched it. I remember going to 4-4, and then in my head, they all crashed that round or something. I don't know why. I can't get it in my head.
Happened to them.
It's like, oh no, they're 0-2 down. Oh, that's awful.
No, they're 1-1. What are you talking about? Oh, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, we just need to wait for. Let's see. So who ends up here? E25. So yeah, Denmark versus Ireland is gonna be happening, and Romania is playing up against Wales. So Wales is 0-2. Ireland, Northern Ireland 1-1. Other matches we have. So we have a couple of 2-0 matches. Spain versus Netherlands 1. And Hungary versus Germany.
They could be very
We
good.
have a Dutch derby
Netherlands 2
happening.
versus Netherlands
Yeah.
3. Result for something very funny.
So
Ireland
that's
1.
yeah,
Uh,
should be good. I mean Israel versus Russia 2. That's another 1-1. Russia Estonia also a 1-1. So Estonia having to play against Russia 2 first, and now having to play against Russia 1 is what's happening for the Estonian team, and they were able to beat Russia 2. So I think they're Russia 1 is going to have to look for some revenge in that sense. As mentioned, Romania will be playing against Wales, and then our final match is Poland versus Serbia. Now, I would be inclined to watch one of our 2-0 matches just to see, who was first to move to the playoffs. And I mean, Spain Netherlands 1 to me seems like a interesting one, though. I mean, Hungary Germany also could be very very interesting, though.
yeah. I
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one I want to watch more. I think I'd lean slightly towards Spain Netherlands 1. I've had a chance to come in and pick the game featuring my community. I think it's fair, flip it round. You can watch the Dutch
Yeah,
side.
let's go.
I'll have to root for Spain, I guess, in order to keep
If
it
you
nice and
want, I guess,
balanced.
But no, it's
Spain
interesting
might
as well. Spain beating Netherlands too during round number 2. So
not going to face Netherlands 1. Talk about
yep.
a second health bar on boss fight there. Beat
Final
Netherlands 2.
boss, yeah.
Get another Dutch team. I also think there's potential for something very funny to happen with Netherlands 2 versus Netherlands 3, but I think that's quite
Oh, yeah.
unlikely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's something, and I'm sure we'll be doing it more in the Dutch community. We had a tournament already in February where we had provinces compile
That's
teams and
cool.
then playing against one another, and again playing on campaign maps. Not the exact amount that we have, right? We had a selection of 10. No snow cars in any of them. It was very much all stadium in that sense. So there's already a bit of competition that has happened on some of these tracks. So I wouldn't be surprised that the maps that will be picked by the Netherlands teams are going to be mainly those.
Yeah, yeah, we ran something like that in the kind of British and Irish community a little while ago. It's one of the seasons where TSCC didn't happen.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
through entirely my own skill,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely not being carried by my teammates.
Right.
Me as part of Southeast England, we managed to finish second after a very close fight with the West Midlands. It definitely wasn't anything to do with the fact I had EPOS on my team.
I can't
I definitely
imagine.
didn't only play about one map in the entire thing. Got absolutely carried by him.
You're part of the team, right? That's how I
Yeah,
should
yeah.
see it. Yeah. Let's see. I did join the server. Still waiting for some people to join in.
Just checking.
I
We're
believe
definitely
they're doing some
doing.
picks and bans right now.
Just checking. We're definitely doing Spain versus Netherlands.
I don't know if Denmark, Ireland, who is streaming. I don't know if there is a POV. We'll see. Do we have any people who posted their streams in the FastPoint channel? We have a Russia 2 POV, we have a Hungary POV, we have a Estonia POV. That's all the POVs that have been posted there. I know, Spam is also doing his. Granadi is doing Germany. Who else do we have? Who else do we have? I don't as quickly see another POV. Sorty is doing a Netherlands 2 POV. Spain, Griff is doing POV. We have a couple. Yeah, but yeah, no POV unfortunately for Netherlands versus Ireland. I don't know. Is the stream very low volume? We would have to look at our producer over there. I'm not producing
Uh,
anything. For
Is
once, it's
anyone
not
else
me.
finding
I
it
don't
really
have to fiddle
quiet?
around.
Oh no! If anyone else having issues, do let me know and I'll tweak it. But I haven't
We
seen
have
it
a couple
from.
minutes before the matches start as well, right? It's going to be a last match for the day, and we
Indeed.
are going to have to say goodbye to two teams already at the end of it all. So we'll see if Serbia's first run through the TSCC will end prematurely, or if they're able to take out Poland, and at the same time, Romania and Wales also having an 0-2 score at the moment. So they're gonna have to fight it out amongst one another to see who stays in for day 2. It is fun to see Spain come back in the tournament. I know they have been out for quite some time.
Yeah, I haven't seen Spanish team for a while. And Steve third as
Yeah,
well. There's
they have been
clearly
playing a
some
lot.
strength.
Yeah, I know they have their own tournament still going and everything, right? It's they haven't been sitting still. They just really haven't been part of the TSCC in particular. I think since early 2022 is their last entry.
For sure.
But I mean, at the same time, also interesting enough, we don't have a France team this
no
this
France, no
season.
England.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think part of that is due to the fact that EMC is on at the moment. It has been, for anyone who plays in a lot of community competitions, it has been a very, very busy run. There's been FastPoint League, there's been Mud Masters, there's been, EMC's just starting up now. It's World Tech Tour. It has been...
It's been packed.
Yeah, it's been absolutely packed. I might have got some of the names wrong on those, but yeah. I mean, I've just come off the back of British and Irish Pro League, and yeah, it has been very hectic, but we will be moving in.
Yeah, GLHFs are being exchanged, so...
We will be moving
Does
it
look
into
like-
the match, starting out here on 23.
Yep. Already a nice, fast track picked by Netherlands team. We have Jort, Alex, and Spam on the Dutch side of the brackets, where on the Spanish side, and I know I'm gonna butcher these names. I see CJ. We'll call him CJ. There you go. Something with not getting to the train or something. That's an old meme, but I hope it checks out. We have Now, and currently in the last place. Where is he? Rafa. There you go. Albacete? I don't know, man. This is where I struggle. This is where names struggle. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. This is how I come up with nicknames for players, right? I just don't know how to pronounce it, and I just end up making my own name for them.
Oh yeah, it's easier that way.
Yeah.
First round going, I believe, the way of the Dutch.
Yes.
Of
They have a
course,
strong lineup, right? So it's
they have a very, very strong lineup.
Whoa.
Only person I'd say is missing at all is probably Stuffs.
Yeah,
In terms of
yeah.
the top level Dutch players. We of course have Spam here. 2012 world champion. Absolute
Obligation
legend
to
of a
say.
community. Oh yeah, you can't say Spam without listening to he's
No,
2012
it's
world
true.
champion.
It's true.
You know, it's just how it is.
He has been in TSCC before. He was part of the winning team as well.
Was he? When
during-
did the Netherlands win it? I feel like it was a while
that
ago.
was last year winter, if I remember correctly.
Not that long then.
So it has been a while. Let's see. That was. I mean, it just says 2022. Yeah, it was end of 2022. So it was fall 2022, I suppose. Yeah, Netherlands was able to take it out. It was Stuffed, Spam, Complex, Knusje, and Paardenvechter, aka the Horse Fighter. Strong lineup, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Bit of a different one, but yeah, it's fun to see Spam come back. I know he's always busy doing his own thing these days. He's not very much involved in competition anymore, but every now and then. He likes to come in.
Yeah, and it certainly seems to be working out so far on the Dutch map pick. They have been absolutely dominant here on this incredibly weird track. As they pick up another point there. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I am wrong.
No, that was.
I
Spain,
apologize.
because-
That was the Spanish point. Yeah, I was... sorry. My bad. There's a lot of players I don't particularly recognize the names from on the Spanish team. So, I'm struggling. I might struggle a bit with that through this game. But Spain getting a point on the board.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, they're so far doing a great job countering the Dutch pick. Though Spam and Alex are trying to get something done for themselves, and with Jortim also coming in between and a tree getting in the way of... oh, that was CI's dream. Or C-yay? I see yay. I'm reading what Chillo says. See yay. Like yay,
Yay.
that type of yay.
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 Yay. Cool.
But yeah, just that ending as well, right? Just getting in between the tree lines is what cost the Netherlands won their third round as well, which is where the confusion from you came in, understandably.
Yeah.
But it is a bit of a fast track, right? Because of the constant reactor boost, the pod racing, if you will, the zoops found all over the track. It's quite hard to manage and maintain all that speed. It's quite easy to roll over the car as well, right? In some of these turns.
Sure, this is
Not
looking...
the easiest one.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
looking good for Spain, though.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, but Alex
No,
able to take it over. CIA was able to,
Yeah.
be in position to do something, but unfortunately ended up in fifth.
Yeah,
Quite
I feel like anything I say the other team's winner, I've
It
got
just,
the wrong way
it
round.
just instantly flips.
This
It
is
just
not the
instantly
best
flips.
casting I've done, I'll be perfectly honest.
I mean, this track, I will say 23, because of how quickly people can crash, right? It's very much a blink and you'll miss it type situation.
For sure.
Got
Especially
this jump
with,
up here, right?
I think some of the biggest errors can also come at the end as well.
Yeah.
You have to fit through those trees going at so much speed, and you've also got this where I've seen a couple of players almost just fall down the right side here, as I think did now just demonstrate. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
This will be going the way of the Dutch.
Yeah, with an ace there.
Picking
as
up an
well.
ace there as the last of the Spanish players goes into a tree.
Yeah, CA unfortunately not getting that, they cut in between the trees correctly. I mean, I say cut, but like literally cutting through the tree line, right? Not like
Yeah.
a cut. It's
Yeah.
just giving the ace. I mean, to be fair, if he did finish, even then the scoreline wouldn't have mattered too much, but it just feels a bit better, stopping the ace from occurring. Ooh,
sure.
Spam a bit further behind. But
No, it's
Jortim
best up.
trying to
Oh,
keep the lineup
Jortim on an
correctly. He's
adventure.
going very well.
How did he
Does
not hit
recover?
a tree?
Whoa, he recovered.
He doesn't
Look
just
at
recover, he's in second.
Yeah.
That's unfair. One of the, I believe that was now goes into the wall. A lot of it hopes will be resting on Sae here. No, it won't.
No, it's gonna
It's
be an
also
ace.
fallen off. That'll be an ace. And after my previous statement of it being a dominant Dutch performance when they were in fact losing, I can now actually say that was a fairly dominant Dutch performance in the end. That 5-2. I was just seeing the future. I'm
Yeah,
prophet,
yeah, no,
you know?
that makes sense. That makes sense.
I definitely don't just sit here chatting absolute garbage into a microphone.
It's part of the gig. You need at least, 50% of the cast needs to be irrelevant at this stage of the tournament, right? Because I mean, what are we gonna talk about every single round, right? I mean, people actually driving the lines, knowing what they're doing, and us
That's no
actually
fun.
calling it. No, we don't do that around here. You've come to the wrong channel if you have.
Yeah, the official stream.
Yeah, exactly. got our first map pick from Spain coming in. 06.
Yeah,
16 will be their second. But,
going
yeah,
for a short plastic track.
could be over before you know it. Could go down to the wire. I mean, we've already seen this map come by before with Greater Ireland versus Wales.
Yeah,
And,
might end up
we
being
all saw how that
pretty
went.
close.
Yeah. So perhaps we'll get similar results this time around. I mean, because of the shortness of the track and players knowing the lines, there's always some risk involved, right? Some players will be pushing it a bit harder on some lines, depending on the situation, and that's where mistakes occur. That's where a seemingly simple track can lead to quite some shenanigans.
Yeah, for sure. I doubt there'll be any. No, we're only on map 1. There's not going to be any other results in. I do wonder how
No.
the other games are getting on, though.
Sure, they're doing okay. I'm gonna just click over to Granadi's POV just to see how the other 2-0 match is going. Though I don't know how much I'm getting from this POV considering it's first person, no other cars inside. Though he is in first place, so I don't know if he has ghosts on or not. Honestly, I have no clue.
That's how much difference it's gonna make. They're on 25 over there.
Yeah, I mean, Granadi in first place on 25. Name me something that isn't as expected as that. Man, it's just flying through. But yeah, we I don't know what the score is. Hopefully we'll get the score right before warm-up finishes up here. As we are getting ready for map number 2 here between Spain and Netherlands 1. There we go.
5-0 to Germany on the first map, I think, is what I guess right there.
That's not 25.
Yeah,
not
25. It's not a shock. Hungary lucky to get past Estonia in their last game. That looked like a very close match.
Yeah. Ooh,
So
good close start from everybody here, and then 25 as well. Though we do see now in CI.
This is looking pretty good
Doing
for
a good
Spain.
job.
They
Only
will
spam,
hold
yeah.
on. Yeah, hold on to a 2-3-4. So a lot closer than we're seeing in the Wales versus Ireland match. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The field spread is shrunk down to less than 2/10.
Yeah, and this is most what I would expect from a track like this, right? If all players are relatively consistent, you will have these close finishes where the slightest margin of error could mean the difference between first and second place. Oh, CI unfortunately crashing out. So now feeling the pressure from Pupur and Spam. Don't think he's going to be able to stop this 1-3-4 combination coming in from the Netherlands and 1-1. And these points will go quite fast, right? Because of just 27 seconds. But yeah, Netherlands already countering after a quick round 2.
Sure.
You see another. So who was taken in for Pupur? So yeah, Jortum is taking a back seat in exchange for Pupur. The manure farmer. I love how the names are Dutch, right? And I'm just able to. it's a name. It's a name. We'll give it that.
Oh,
He
what
is
a
the farmer.
beautiful
I
name.
suppose. Yeah. Oh, now with a great line there, but unfortunately crashing out could have meant the difference between a round win or loss, but
Yeah.
unfortunately didn't catch it on stream there. But that he
Not
had
quite
a great
as-
attack there to try and support.
I was looking at Albacete? I'm gonna go with Albacete.
Ah, yeah. I think it's Albacete. Albacete. It could be Albacete. I feel like Spanish is more like every, part of the word is pronounced. Usually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Southern England, where we pronounce basically
We-
nothing from the words. We skip as many letters as possible if we can.
Just go through. Oh, bit of an awkward lines towards the finish, but still able to keep the lines relatively clean. CI and now picking up the first and third, with Albacete picking up 5th place. So nice back and forth happening here on 06, 2-2. Not quite sure if this is what Spain was looking for in their map pick to have this back and forth, but I feel like if you pick 06, you're somewhat signing up for for close rounds.
For sure. The order that rounds being taken has reminded me a lot of the first map, actually. Which was also 2-2 after 4 rounds. At which point, the Netherlands really kind of got their feet dug in and were able to, able to kind of get a bit of momentum and ended up winning 5-2. And I don't know if we're going to see the same from Spain here as they pick up an ace. An ace on a map like this is quite rare to see.
Definitely. I mean, Pupor and Alex there as well, driving the exact same times, both driving a 2-6-1. So Dutch team in that sense very much in sync, but not able to outpace Spain for that round. Spam having made a bit of a mistake earlier on, was unable to be part of that conversation, but wants to be the main star, right, for this one. Look at him, first place, but now, what speed.
I get so much speed, and that's going to be a 1-4-5.
That's going to
be it. Alex's mistake costing Netherlands dear there.
Yeah.
As almost like last map, we now see Spain getting a bit of momentum, moving into a lead. 4-2 now. They have 3 shots at this to hold it together. Can they do it?
Yeah, they could tie it up 1-1 and move this forward to 16, or... I mean, for Netherlands, this is going to be 3 rounds in a row required to pick up the 2-0 lead. Does look like everybody gets the release down pat. Nobody going up into the sky. It's going to be another photo finish of sorts. And Alex actually releasing there a little bit, making a mistake, but does get 4th place. Pooper on 5th. Fortunately for the Dutch team, Spam does pick up first, so they're in it for another round.
Yeah, now TM having a crash there. That could prove quite costly.
No.
But Spain still have 2 opportunities here on their map pick to lock it down, to bring the scoreboard to 1-1. To keep themselves in this match.
And once again, these rounds are just flying by already. We're, like, towards the sausage sections, get the releases done. Now, great release right there. Barely keeping his wheels on the ground.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, bit low on speed. Albacete will overtake. Saye does as well. After 1-2 for Spain, they wrap up their own map pick here on map 6. The scoreline will go to 1-1 overall.
Great control there towards the end. It's really been the boon for the Spanish team that they're able to take that final section on the sausage as cleanly as they have been. We'll see if 16 will give them another one of them boons that they have been using so much. We're gonna see a lot of cruise control and a particular sausage turn that can cause quite some mayhem. This has been one of the maps as well that was played during the Provincial Cup that we had between the Netherlands, and I know this one this one led to definitely some mistakes here and there. And quite some gaps in time. So we'll see if we'll get more of the same for this one, or instead everybody is able to conquer the sausage.
Yeah, this is a very, very strange track. It's got...
I love how now, I think it's now who has the Steve McQueen.
Yeah, but good job.
Yeah, good job. Also having the skin, although I think who was it again on Russia 2 had the full-on skin with the eyes and everything.
Oh, that was Techno way.
Techno, yeah.
Yeah, that was class.
I think that's like a level up on this one. Still though.
I know there's definitely a Steve McQueen skin that exists. Like actual car shape one, so maybe I need to go for that,
Yeah. I also like how CI has a Dragonite on his car.
It's a random
Spanish
pick,
team,
but
yeah. Spanish team enjoying their skins. Does look like Pupor repping the Kaki skin. Spam with the... I believe that's his new skin, right?
Yeah, with
Is, no longer in the Alliance colors, right? With the release of the Trackmania team there.
yeah, it's a shame to see that. But yeah, he does have a very pretty skin for now. Go for classic gold and black. Always good stuff.
Does look like Tarpor is going to be coming into this one. So I think with that, everybody on the Dutch team will have played at least one map. I think it's mainly been Spam, and not unsurprisingly playing every single map, but they're using the diversity, right? They're using all 5 players to play through these maps, and I do know that Tarpor was quite a strong one on 16. So this is the Spanish pick, but I'm curious to see if that'll pay out as well as they may expect. It's not going to be a short one as 6. Instead, it's going to take a good good 48 seconds, I will say, for these players to make their way through, and everybody making quite a nice lines through the sausage section. Nobody really crashing out. Tarpor and CI a bit further behind, and Tarpor actually crashing out a bit. And at the front, though, now leads the charge with Spammy and Pupor right behind. I think 145 will do it for Spain, and they will nab it in the back. Look at that.
Yep. Hold on to get the first point here on their second map pick. With that 145.
I just realized I'm on the wrong side of the scoreboard. I need to change this. Give me a second. There you go. All right, fixed. Boom.
Very important to be on the correct side of the
I was
scoreboard
on
when
holiday in
spectating.
Spain. What do I say? Right. So first round going the way of Spain, opening up great on their own map pick.
Second round also looking to be going their way as well right now. Spam nowhere to be seen right now. As Albacete and now 1-2.
Yep.
Tarpor crashes.
Yeah.
And this round should be fairly in the bag now for the Spanish side. Just need to hold it together. They can let Paul Bear win, but it's not going to make any difference as they will hold on with a 2-3-4 to pick up their second point here on their own map.
No, exactly. Ooh, we actually do have a result come in, though not the result. Necessarily expected. Serbia decided to forfeit their match. So with that, by default, Poland does pick up the win. They'll move on to day 2. Serbia with that will be eliminated from the tournament. Short but sweet, I suppose. Hopefully next year we'll. Next season, I should say. What am I saying? Next year. These things go by so fast.
I know.
I'm not even used to it. I should be used to it. I don't know why. But yeah, they'll be having to sit out the rest of the tournament. In Spain at the moment, though, looking very dominant here on 16. Every single time there is some type of mistake on the Dutch side there. Pupor, yeah.
Pupor, that's the name. Albacete and no will go 1-2. And another point go with Spain, and they are looking absolutely dominant on this track.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I will say that correctly this time round. It won't be that they're actually losing 2-1 like the last time I said it about the Dutch. But they are 3-0 up. They've won almost every... Well, they've had 1-2s. Maybe multiple rounds? I can't remember. I guess got a 1-2. They've looked fairly comfortable.
Yeah, Pupor was able to take one round.
Yeah.
And as in, like, first place. But, yeah, with Tarpor and Spammy not being close by, that's not going to really do anything. But, yeah, Spain is looking very, very consistent on this track. Pace has been beautifully high. Ooh, now having a bit of an awkward landing onto the plastic. Will lose his second place. But Albacete just coming in to reinforce. Ooh, wait, CI having to... I thought he would respawn, but that was just, I think, the server. Yeah.
Oh, Albacete goes flying.
Ooh.
Football crashes as well. What's going on?
Chaos. Where is
We've
everyone?
got CA versus Spam. Super close first. Spam picks up. Now third. Yep, that does go the way of the Dutch.
Yeah, yeah.
Somehow.
Abasete just
I have,
somewhere out there over the rainbow.
I have no idea what I just watched, I'll be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Things happened. Let's keep it to
Indeed.
that. Things happened. But yeah, with that, Netherlands does put themselves on the board for this map, so it's not going to be a complete wash as it seemed for these first couple of rounds. And it does seem like the first half, both teams have down pretty well pat. It's once we get into the second section, right? Once the plastic starts to multiply more and more and more is where Spain is seemingly just a lot more in their element.
Yeah,
there once again
Poopoo
just
crashes.
this
That's a big
this
mistake.
sausage section.
Ooh.
Abasete out.
Abasete out.
But CA,
He will have to hold on to third place here, CA.
yeah, he does.
And he does, so Albacete finishes after another crash, but he gets away with it. That is 1-3-6. And Spain will move on to map point.
Yep. That they will be able to take the lead in the match. Just needs to get one more round in, and it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for the Netherlands if they want to get this counter. But I do expect us to, see this go the way of Spain. The way they've been playing has been definitely a lot more clean and consistent than the Dutch team has been able to do so far. Even though, there is still a mistake happening here and there now. For example, proving my point, but at the same time, Spam going way high into the plastic wall there, and so it is up to Poepoer to try and retain some. Oh,
So he makes a big mistake. Albacete
Yeah.
gets a poor final turn.
That did it,
Gifts a
yeah.
win to Poepoer. And
Yeah.
that'll be around going very easily where the Dutch after two big Spanish mistakes. And Spain, after, they won 3 rounds of bounce. They looked very comfy here. Making it a little more difficult than it needs to be. They've still got 3 opportunities
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yeah.
They're
There's
still
stuff
not
up,
in a
right?
bad spot, but not as dominant as it looked at the start.
No. It's starting to falter a little bit. Oh, early mistake there
another
as
mistake
well
from
from CI. Yeah. The Dutch team a bit together. Oh, Albacete getting a little bit in between though.
Well, lucky to not get a slowdown from that landing.
Yeah.
It was very questionable. Now I'm Poepoer at the front. Albacete moves up into third. He survives that corner. He's lost, he's crashed my corner a few times, but it is going to be first and third for Spain. After the early mistake, I presume there's going to be no issues with Saye finishing. And that is GG for this map.
Yep.
And Spain will move 2-1 ahead in the series. I didn't really expect them to lead.
Spain is coming in with a strong team, right? I think this is also part of. I know, when I do see Spanish players play, it's usually within the community itself, right? Now, am I that current when it comes to tournaments? No, I will be very honest about that. But at the same time, the tournaments that I do see, you don't often see Spanish names, but that doesn't mean that they're on, fostering and growing the talent that they have, and just goes to show how much they are able to hold their own against, a Netherlands one that seemingly is one of the favorites, especially considering their seeding in the tournament, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Seeded first.
All right, we'll see if any filthy cutas. Yeah, there you go. Everybody already working on the cut.
Everyone? Everyone's filth cutter here.
Yep. They know the cut, and they will take it. And it does look like Spam will be taking a back seat for this one, as Alex is coming in to support, alongside Tarpor as well, with your team taking his spot. So a bit of a different Dutch lineup for this one. We see Andy actually coming in for Spain. So still have now in CI, but using some of their forces that have been on the bench. Only Core, Core. I think Core. I want to say Core. I
I think
haven't
it's
played
cool.
yet. Yeah. But it's gonna be game time right now for the Netherlands, right? They are down 2-1, and this is their map pick. So we do at least I expect from them to pick up the pace and tie up the score and give us another close, 2-2 match going all the way down to the wire. So far, it's been nothing but great matches here on stream. So I'm expecting nothing more, nothing less than that. So yeah, we do have the result already mentioned in chat here as well. Ireland, Northern Ireland versus Denmark. That has gone the way of Denmark. That is a 3-0 win. Does look like on 19. The Greater Islands were able to give Denmark a little bit of bit of a challenge, but once we hit maps 11 and maps 12, that were both 5-0 wins for Denmark.
Yeah, they would have been the Danish map picks.
Yeah.
So not a huge surprise. I think for I think Denmark's seeding is perhaps representative of where they should be. I think they're seeded 12th. I think Greater Ireland is 11th. So although seeding might not say they were favourites coming into that, I think they probably were, and that'll move them 2-1 up now. And they only just lost their first game. Anyway, we have a match going on here.
Yeah.
We have...
Flew by already. This round in particular. But yeah, full rally for this one on 14. Sorry, Snow even. We're not on rally yet.
Yeah.
We will get rally
That's
eventually.
next campaign.
That's next campaign, I assume. I think. I haven't played it, but Ooh, Alex with a late start, though. But yeah, all Snow all the time on this one. Bit of a late start from Alex there, so he is stuck in 6th place. But it does look like the Spanish team is unable to match the pace that Jortem and Poopar are setting down for this round until, that checkpoint.
Yeah, that checkpoint, it's taking names.
Yeah.
This time round. And so it does actually get round win ahead of Yuri.
He did hit the checkpoint, the finish there. He went straight into the same corner that a Kroos went into, but he actually crossed the finish line. That is ridiculous.
That is a round win vote for Spain on the Dutch map pick.
Yeah.
This map is very, very silly.
Definitely. Oh, everybody does go for the cut.
People
Alex,
gets it exceptionally well, though.
Yeah.
To carry a hell of a lot more speed than everyone else.
Yeah, he's
Alex
way ahead.
At the back, people at the front, so it's going to come down to this midfield of the three Spaniards versus Yuri, but I think Yuri is going to hold on.
Yeah, he does get it in. Poopor with a banger of a time, 30.8. Just zooming by, but yeah, the cut just went so well for him, so I'm not surprised that he's able to put a time like that on the board. And with that, carrying his team to another round win. A very much needed round win if they are looking to get into playoffs today, right? It would save them a day of playing tomorrow.
Oh, exactly. They can just, put their feet up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chill.
Ooh, not the strongest start this time around, though. Spain leading throughout the first half. But, wow, Alex and Poop were both doing a phenomenal job on that uphill dirt. Trying to keep this round going quite close, yeah. Oh,
so are you going to get a win? Yes, he does.
He does.
Now third. That will be enough for them to get 135 to get another point on the board on the Dutch map pick. And Spain are keeping themselves in contention here on map 14 and with a decent chance of causing quite the upset.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's not again, expecting the favorite to do well here, but at the same time, both teams have won their first two matches, right? So it's not unsurprising that this match is going on as close as it is, and that Spain is doing a phenomenal job fighting against this Dutch team. Look at that now with a beautiful
Oh,
attack there, but unfortunate for him, just going a bit too far right.
I've
I
seen
didn't
more
realize you could
beautiful
go that
attacks,
far
I'll be
out.
honest. Yeah. He didn't even CP, he hit a tree in the next neighborhood.
Right. But yeah, it's a close one, honestly. 14, 3-2, and definitely, Spain fighting every single round on this Dutch pick, which,
Ooh, Poopball.
ooh, that cut didn't go too
Massive
well
crash.
for most.
Yeah, I think a lot of people falling back by Saye as
Yeah.
well. But at the end of it, it is Alex and Jotum at the front.
Yeah. Ooh, Andy also having to
Andy
respawn.
also a mistake. This will be a very easy Dutch round. As we see, the two players who have actually kept it clean, going for an easy 1-2 there.
Yeah, and so yeah, 1-2-4, plenty of points for the Dutch team to pick up another round win, and looking to tie up the score 2-2. Our last map, by the way, will be 9. So ending things on a bit of a lower numbered map could lead to some shenanigans.
Oh,
I always feel like.
mistake there from Poopball. That is going to turn into a 3v2.
Yeah. So far,
Out
though,
front
still
here.
in favor of the Dutch, right? Jortem and Alex once again.
Yeah. Oh, so he goes into that TP. That
Ooh.
seems to have been
That seals
costing
it, I
a
think.
lot of people. Yeah, but will seal it indeed. That'll be an easy 1-2
Yeah.
for the Dutch side. And after Spain looked like they could perhaps try and rival here, it doesn't quite come together.
No, it just yeah. I think this is definitely one of those picks. A good pick from the Netherlands in this
Yeah.
case. Just very much in control towards the second half of the map.
Took a little bit of time for them to warm up into it, but after they did, Spain didn't really get a look in through the second half.
Oh, but 09 being our random one. Feeling a
Oh,
little
that
bit
is
icy.
that's gonna potentially throw a few people off. It is
Yeah.
obviously an ice map, not everyone's most common style.
It is a quick one as well, right? There's just a few ice slides to get down. I mean, 3 to be exact. So there's a lot of optimizing that'll be going on. It already starts right from this first entry, where, I mean, you kind of don't even want to slide. You kind of just want to, use that bank to exit with about 280, 290 speed, I would say. Preferably higher, obviously. But yeah, it's just a couple of good ice slides that can ruin or make your run. There's really not a lot else going on for this one. I I feel like, what is there to comment on an ice track that is, well, it's just ice. Really.
Returns.
It's just ice. If you're good at ice, then you'll be good on this one.
Yeah. There are a few mistakes that can happen. I think a lot of people will be watching out for who makes mistakes, and yeah, I can see that perhaps being more important than just pure pace, but we'll have to see.
Definitely.
I'll be honest, the
Yeah.
Spanish community is not one that I know particularly well, and the Spanish ice community, I know nothing about at all.
Let's see what their times are on this track on 09. So they do have a 34th place and a 65th place in now and Albacete. CA also having a pretty good placement, 28.3s, 28.2s, 28.1s. So that looks pretty good. Pretty promising. On the Dutch side, it does not look as promising. Mainly 28.3s on the Dutch side, but it is ice, so how consistent can you get,
Yeah.
close to that point 3 is going to be the big question. Even though, times seem to be in favor of the of the Spanish. It's going to be a tough one for either side.
We get underway here in the final map of this first day of the Swiss. It's between our two 2-0 teams. We have Spain and we have the Netherlands. Of course, there's also Germany and Hungary, who are 2-0 going into this stage. This is random map pick. It'll take a little time to get an idea of exactly who it favours, but early indications do look like it favours Spain. That is some good pace coming out from Now and Sae.
Yeah, and I think the 0.4, 0.5, I think that is the pace that we can definitely expect from players. I don't think it's impossible to see a 0.3 or 0.2 come in, but just because of how short this track is, and how any little mistake can already cause you to lose quite a bit of time in the grand scheme of things. I think it's just going to be this pace all the time. Ooh, now with a bit of an awkward entry into the third slide, though. Could mean the difference. Starpor looking to get first place. And while CI is able to get into second over Yortim, he does get third and Pooper on fourth. It's going to be 1-1, and I don't know. I'm hard pressed to see the future on this one, I suppose.
This is
very
tough.
much go either way extremely, or it could just be a hard fought match going one round to the one round to the other, back and forth. But so far, everybody is making their way through these turns relatively clean, using the space available on the ice and getting these inside lines beautifully. Ka-chow! I heard that. Ka-chow.
I missed that one.
Oh,
Albacete picks up the round win.
Ooh,
Yeah. The snipe isn't going to quite help out the Dutch throw, as with Albacete getting round win, it is a 1-4-5. Spain back in the lead here.
I mean, I'm just, hoping. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Dutch to take it, but I mean, who am I to deny the pace that the Spanish have been able to put down? Honestly, it's been a great match so far. Not the best start this time around for the Spanish side, but we see one of the Dutch players actually sliding out completely in Yortim, so it's up to Pupor and Tarpor to recover from that. Now and CI are a bit too far away to really, get in front of the other Dutch players, but because of Albacete picking up the first place there once again, that is going to be another round win for Spain.
Yeah, they are looking very comfortable on the slippery surface here. Albacete in particular picking up another round win there. It's 2 1-4-5s in a row for the Spanish squad. And they only need 2 more.
Yeah.
Pull off, I think, what I'd consider quite a big upset. I know Spain are third seed, so to be saying it's an upset for them to win might sound silly, but that Dutch team looked so strong coming into this.
Yeah, it's one of those, on paper, right, type situations. Oh, they are able to pick up the round there. Albacete this time around, falling behind quite a bit.
Yeah, must have made quite a heavy mistake, dropping that far back. Yeah, on paper, I had a look at the names and stuff involved, and I thought this is going to be Netherlands versus Germany, and that's going to be, that will be the grand final. That's what I said earlier. But I think Spain really are able to throw a spanner in the works here.
Definitely, they came to play. They are not looking to, make this a average season. They want to put their name on the playoff sheet right away. And I mean, so far it's looking like they are going to be able to do that with an ace in their favor. They just need one more round, and they will have beaten Netherlands 1 and moved to the playoffs on day 1.
Indeed, I think that is. Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a shock result, but they are only 1 round away from it now. Can they hold it together? Albacete has looked very good on this ice map when he has kept it clean. Can he keep it clean this time around? He's
59
currently in back, but now
yeah.
inside at the front.
Does overtake Tarpor there. Could mean the difference at the moment. CI does
Goes
try to overtake,
incredibly
but
inside.
now goes very much on the inside. So we're not quite there yet.
No,
Gonna be the
and
Netherlands countering for now, but
yeah, does move it 4-3. Spain have used up one
Oof.
of their 3 chances. Make it one more easy shot at this, shall we say?
yes, yeah.
Got one more in the bag, and if they don't do it this time, we're gonna go down to a decider.
Exactly. All right. This first ice slide already can make quite the big difference in what to expect. CI now on the Spanish side doing a phenomenal job of it. Jortim and Poopor trying to replicate much of the same. Oh, into the second slide though. Starting to lose a bit of ground on Avesete with a lot of speed going forward. Poopor may actually overtake him, but will it be enough? Yes, Jortim does reinforce.
And it's gonna
on
be
third.
enough.
Ooh, so
And we
4
head to a 4-4. How is this the second time this has happened today?
This is
Oh,
a
good luck to
tight
all the
one.
players. This is a very important round here. Who can seal their place into the double elimination bracket at the first time of asking? Spain or the Netherlands?
Oh, bad line from Pooper right there. We'll lose quite some space, and now in Avesete at the
now
same time,
for
though, looking a lot
Albacete.
cleaner. This may be it for
In
Spain.
decent position.
If they are able to do it. No, wait, Tarper overtaken, but
Typer
fortunately
overtakes
CI
for
on
1-4-5.
fifth.
Spain,
That is
hold on.
GG.
Getting it at the third time of asking, the third match point for them.
Ooh.
Wait, hold on. I'm exhausted after that match.
That was a tight.
That was definitely
finish
the
to
right
end
one
of
to
it
go
all.
for. But yeah, that is a 3-2 win for Spain. Winning their 2 map picks. And then coming out on top on the random map.
Yeah, with that, securing their spot. First to get to the playoffs, alongside from what I see in the match results, Germany winning their match 3-1 over Hungary. So that does mean for the Netherlands, none of the teams that have been entered will be moving on to playoffs on day 1. Every one of them will have to play day 2. I think that score is incorrect. Yeah, I saw that posted in the in the Discord. Alex trying to do some, getting called out. But no, GG's to Spain. Honestly, great performance. I think not being as familiar with the Spanish scene in general, it's good to see them coming in and showing off that, hey, by the way, we got some amazing players on our end. And I'm looking forward to seeing them, well, pretty much, I'm expecting them to trash everyone in playoffs, right? I'm calling it right here, right now, all right? Besides bias and whatnot, Spain is going to take it.
You reckon?
If not for the Netherlands.
I think it's gonna be Team Germany.
Perhaps, yeah.
I'm still favouring them. I think they've just got such a strong lineup, and even though they're second seeding behind the Netherlands, and I know they haven't been like, not all of their players have been fully cracked, they might well be of the opinion of like, right, we've got through to playoff, we've done what we need to do with the Swiss. It's almost a formality for them, I think. If they decide they want to practice over this next week, I think there's a limit as to what Spain or the Dutch could do to stop them.
Yeah, I can see that definitely being the case. I mean, Germany has just an amazing lineup, but at the same time, yeah, it's great to see just how I mean, Spain in this case, right, is the one to come out as a bit of a. I mean, again, it's third seed, but seeding is based on placement and whatnot, right? In the campaign, but still feels like a bit of a dark horse situation. I don't know. It's because I suppose we haven't seen Spain for that long.
Yeah.
In the TSCC, that it feels like a bit of a renaissance. Maybe that's the thing. It's a Spanish renaissance. We'll call it that. I don't know.
Well, we haven't seen him for a while, and I don't remember being a truly like kind of top of the pack team when we did see them.
Yeah, I'm just looking through to see when it was that we saw them last. I know, so they were in for spring 2022. In which case, where did they end up? That was 23rd or 28th. So I believe they were unable to make it through
Yeah, that'll
the
be coming, what, 3-1 in the Swiss.
yeah.
1-3 in the Swiss, even.
I think that was
The
a bit of a
most
bad year. Don't
the most
really.
shocking result has just
Yeah.
come in. Netherlands 2 have beaten Netherlands 3.
Yeesh.
I don't know who could have
Woo.
foreseen this coming.
Oh no. It's almost as if we picked our teams and numbered them and based on how good every team
Oh my
was.
gosh. Who would have seen that one coming?
Yeah, no, that's I think yeah, because from Netherlands 3, Netherlands 4, as well, it's definitely yeah, just lower in the inner qualifiers, right, within the Discord. So not unsurprising, but at the same time, it's a fun match
I
for
mean,
those involved.
Netherlands 3 did pick up a round win, a
Yeah,
map win.
yeah,
So, not complete domination.
no, exactly.
We have almost all the results in. So, we've just seen Spain beating the Netherlands in a bit of a shock 3-2. Germany beat Hungary 3-1. Netherlands 2 have beaten Netherlands 3-1. Denmark beat the Greater Island squad 3-0. Russia beat Estonia 3-0. Serbia forfeit against Poland, and we're still waiting on Israel Russia in the kind of mid pack for 1-1, and also Romania Wales. That is a proper knockout game.
Yeah, I
Uh,
did see some typing happening, so I there may be another result coming in. I'm not sure who it was. But yeah, it could be early end for either Romania or Wales. I was level 8. I was level 8. Who is level 8? What does level 8 mean in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. I
I
don't know.
have no idea either.
Me neither.
I would try and hop in, but I don't want to like lag out
No,
the
I get
server.
that. I get that. We're
It's
pretty
too
much at the
scary.
tail end.
Yeah, I imagine it won't be long until that result comes in. So we could probably wrap it up for now.
See if I can get a POV. It does look like Russia 2 POV. That's pretty much done. So we'll see what comes out there. Just trying to go through the directory to see who is still around. No, I think that is all the POVs that we can get from everyone. But yeah, those should be around. I don't think there's any POV on Romania or Wales, is there? No.
Apparently they were two. I saw a message from 15 minutes ago in the chat. They were 2-1 up.
Ah.
No, wait, no, 2-1 to Romania. Never mind.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah. Wales in shambles.
that's no ideal. Uh, do Vegas end up with like some really long tracks?
Must have. Let me see. Match 8 is Serbia Poland. Match 7. I mean, 11, 13, 12, 20, and then 6. So
Not even that long
eh,
tracks. I
no,
don't know what's going
should
on.
be all
That must
right.
be.
I don't know.
I imagine they've gone to map 5, given how long it's taken. If it wasn't a
Yeah.
technical pause or something.
I mean, Jake hasn't written something in a while, so yeah, we'll see.
I know he's not chatting. What is this?
Oh, there's a result.
Oh,
Israel versus Russia 2. Israel picking up the win there. Or Finsriel? Fisriel? I don't know how
yeah.
to.
Not sure how you can ram that
Yeah.
in there to make it make
Sake.
sense. I think Pintrail is best you're gonna get.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, Israel, Russia 2. So Russia 2 taking their second loss of the tournament. And Israel with that 2-1. Do we already have matches for tomorrow already getting compiled a bit? And there are some interesting ones coming up. So Hungary versus Israel because of Israel's win. Netherlands one will be playing against Denmark. We have Russia
That'll be a
versus
good game.
Netherlands 2. Netherlands 3 versus Russia 2. So we have two Netherlands-Russia games going on. And last match is Poland versus the Greater Islands. And Estonia is basically waiting for their opponent in Romania and Wales.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure what's going on that match. I mean, it's a bit quiet in both the Discord and
Not sure which of those games I'd want to spectate.
Yeah.
I think Netherlands won Denmark could be good, or Hungary, Israel.
Yeah, I'm curious about what's happening on the Israel side as well, right? Because of
Yeah, I mean, they've
their
done
performance
decent.
has been quite well. Yeah.
2-1. They've beaten Russia 2 and Greater Island. And they lost out to Netherlands 1, which is completely fair. So I think that could be an interesting game from kind of the upper midfield, perhaps, in terms of how the order looks from seeding and from what we've seen so far. Not quite perhaps same level as the Netherlands or Spain or Germany who have qualified, but
Yep,
yeah, I think that could be a good game.
definitely. But that is tomorrow. I mean, we have to wait.
We do. We do.
Gonna-
I mean, I'm
back
not
as,
particularly complaining. It's a bit more chill having, only 3 hours of cast a day rather than,
yeah.
5 or 6 last edition. I was broken after that weekend, honestly.
It can go quite long, yeah. Romania Wales is still going, yeah. I mean, it must be some close maps.
It really
from
must
what
be.
I see, the first map was 5-2 in favor of Romania, then 5-2 in favor of Wales. Map 3, 5-4 in favor of Romania. So it must be that these are just nail biters happening. They're either are playing on 20 at the moment, or they're already on 6. So we'll see. When dye hair red? No, I'm alright.
Join me.
No, if
Join
there
me
is
in
a color
semi-colored
will
hair.
be dyed, it'd probably be orange. For the Euro Cup coming up this summer. Wait, did
That
map
I
4
would
just
love to
finish
see.
up? Yeah, no, it's gonna take a bit of time. Map 4 just Jake just posted the results. That's finished up the match. Yeah, as the map 4 has gone 5-2 the way of Romania. So with
That is
it's gonna
Wales
be
knocked
lights
out.
out for Wales. Yeah.
That is unfortunate. I know they put in a lot of work. I think they'll mainly be gutted with that result against Ireland. I think they could have picked up a win there.
Yeah, yeah.
But they had a couple of close games. But
I mean,
wasn't
considering that
quite
was
to
a
be.
2-0 lead at one point, right? To have
Well, yeah.
Great Ireland's come back to swoop it back 3-2. That must have, maybe that broke their spirits. Who knows, right?
Perhaps they had a close round on map 12 as well, from the looks of things, being beaten out 5-4 by Romania there. So not quite to be for Wales this time round.
No, exactly. But that does then officially round out all matches for today. And with that, Romania is going to be duking it out against Estonia.
Indeed.
Tomorrow to try and stay in the tournament. Both teams 1-2, so all to play for.
Yep. So tomorrow kicking off at the same time again, 11 UTC or 12 CET, depending on whereabout you are. Be there. And yeah, we'll see who makes it into the double elimination. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, goodbye.
Bye.